Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to roll. Narkin, you're the first one. Yesterday, in 2 hours, we leveled this bad boy all the way to 60. Now in 5, he's sitting in Torment 4. And we're trying to make a Godslayer Crown Boulder Druid work. They're going to say, Pony, Godslayer Crown Boulder, why? Why? There are reasons. And it's just the coolest farm character we have ever made. But today we have to truly push this to the next level. So we have a lot of aspects to upgrade and items to get to 750 item power, amongst other shenanigans. So it's going to be quite cool. Wow, that health I just ended. Fantastic start into the day. Let's teleport to Cap Bordeaux and try to maybe get a new pair of gloves. Then improve all the aspects, so we're getting like another 300% bonus damage. You heard right. And then we're gonna be an absolute demonic demon. All right, that was a great start into the day. So first and foremost, I got the full package, so we can get another Resplendent Spark. That puts me at one more. Yeah, one more. We yesterday made the Ring of Starless Skies, which was kind of cool, I gotta say. So happy we get that one together. Bam, that's items. Hopefully one of them has boulder rings, because this is actually something we're looking for. Wow, we get the most useless amulet with the most useless ring with the most useless chest. Great. Great. Good start in the day. So we're looking for boots that have a rings into boulder. That would be pretty much the best thing to right now get. We don't need here boats. So this is spirit per second. What do mine have currently? We're spirit per second movement and wrath skills. I mean, wrath skills is a good thingy. This is 2 ranks in boulder at least, but the rest is completely useless. I mean, preferable would be a greater affix in boulder. We need an amulet. No, we don't need amulets. We need rings with other shenanigans. So that's nothing special. We can run back and destroy it. But we already have 3 bloody caches in over reputation. Holy moly. They starting good. Eggy, thank you for the 122 months of subscriptions. Eggy, very good to see you there, partner. Life finds you healthy and wealthy, and everything is going good. Good morning, Steven, to you too. This is a decent ass start. I'm just sad that we can't jump right in. So what we're gonna do is one pit, so you at least see what we're dealing with, and then we're gonna try to get better gloves. Because we have all our glyphs to still upgrade, and we don't even have all our glyphs. Yeah, I know. So we're doing currently pit 65s, because they're the quickest to bully through. Steven, thank you for gifting a sub to Mr. Orca. The new gear that's dropping, is it good enough to add to existing builds to enhance? Yes, the bloodied stuff is insane. You definitely want to have the bloodied stuff to enhance your current builds. I mean, if you are playing Seasonal Realm, because the stuff doesn't exist on Eternal, right? So the bloodied stuff only exists on the Seasonal Realm. Something to keep in mind. Please get away, stupid enemy with the suppressor. Why the enemy with the suppressor? Because suppressor is going to break my boulders, and I don't like my boulders being broken. He's a nuisance. I'm stuck. I cannot get up. We don't like our boulders being broken by someone that obnoxious. It's instantly going to destroy my poor rotations. Good morning, Dram. Greetings to you. The main thing that we really want to get today is our amulet in greater affixed. Because if I get our amulet in greater affixed and 50%, then we're getting 500% bonus damage. Which actually means that I don't really care about the greater affixed part, right? I just really care about the 500% bonus damage. Because that's like really the next level of improvement. I have to stop using my petrify just randomly in the middle of nowhere. Like, seriously. We just use it whenever it's opportune, but never when it actually makes sense. Oh, my poor boulders are gonna die. No. And boulders back up. I decide if I want to put the Zan rune out for the Quox rune. But I don't think that Quox is better than the Zan rune. 2. Oh, you mean the new unique gear? I mean, the amulet is good for barbarians. They can definitely be used. Technically, the amulet can be used on any build that doesn't require a specific unique amulet. Because the... I think it's... What is it? Blood Mad Talisman? Gives 150% bonus damage. So unless you have an aspect that lives up to that, right? That requires you to be there. It's quite good. However, it's not so good that you really want it. Same kind of goes for the... what was it called again? Same kind of goes for the... Brain. Dagger. That gives you 100% bonus damage against isolated enemies. Technically good against bosses, but only good against lair bosses. And in 90% of the cases, your build can already handle lair bosses. So it really doesn't make sense to use the dagger. And that puts it really in a position to... I don't know why these items again exist. Right? I mean, I wish I could understand Blizzard sometimes, but I don't know why they exist. Why they were made. What's the right extent purpose of them? Because it really doesn't. But hey, sometimes I guess Blizzard is just doing Blizzard things. Do you know how to beat the last boss of Act 2, Teddy? Are we talking... What? Which last boss of Act 2? Are you talking about the campaign? In Diablo? The campaign? Okay, let's see what we got here. So, a ring with maximum life and overpower damage. Problem is that the other 2 parts are healing received and fire resistance, which makes it terrible. We got another... I mean, we still have to get a better boinky stick, but this is Earth Spike. No, the Earth Spike dealing damage we don't actually need, sadly. And this is the better boinky stick than what we have right now, so we're going to use this. We need gloves that also have... I mean, end of the day, the glove is better than what I currently possess, so guess that's fine. We're looking for specific ones. Every 40 kills reset 2 random cooldowns. The problem with every 40 kills reset 2 random cooldowns is simply that what for? Like, in the pit, you don't kill enemies, so it's only good outside of the pit. And even outside of the pit, like, you don't really need it. So it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, right? But it's kind of also like, meh. Okay, we just improved our damage from 120 to 150%, so that's actually very decent. So I have to go for the tempering here. Arcane duration. Arcane duration is good. Thank you. Get our gloves up, and then we're going to do Helltide a bit. Unique focus that boosts the ball of lightning, and is there pants that boost up the chain of lightning on the sword. I mean, the chain lightning on the sword, that one has been in for a while now. Upsize rare, yes, it is. Jamanra the Abomination. Sir, that's Path of Exile. Also, if you can't beat Jamanra, then your build is definitely needs looking at. So it might be a build issue, sir. It might not be a skill issue. It might simply be a build issue. It's the same aspect that I had before, so that's 150, and we get 150. This is Werebearer that we don't care about. We're trying to get gloves that say core skills, because that's probably easier to get than boots that say Boulder. Right? Even though that gloves with core skills are still really harsh to get. Oh, that's a better version of my Boulder skill. Let's fucking go. That's pretty good. So worst case scenario, I just got my boulder up to 158%. It's actually pretty good. Quite happy. Let's start here. Oh, why are we in Torment 3? Jeez. It would be nice if you could farm Opticide and Helltide. Well, the intention behind not being able to farm Opticide and Helltide is obviously to split the activities, so you're not just spending all the time in Helltide. Like, every activity has a specific use, but the drop rate of Opticide is just too low. I'm running Necro this season, Mora. We made a Golem Necro that already cleared Pit 110 and was in between in the top 10 of all Necros, so that build is up for you, brother. It's probably the most fun Necro to play with the least gear investment, with the least headache, easiest to understand. Are there potentially stronger Necro builds? There could be a slightly stronger Bone Spirit build. However, for that, you need way more gear, way more investment, way more things. Very specific stuff. Then there could be a Shadow build that in the end outshines it. But again, also, if your gear is absolutely perfect. So the Golem is just the best to play for ease to use. Did you see the PS5 gameplay from Crimson Guestroid? Already made a retweet about it, sir. You're clearly not following on Twitter. We need to remedy that. But yes, I have seen the PS5 gameplay. I will play on PC though. I mean, I'm expecting 200 plus FPS, stable, FSR, everything, loveliness. We'll have to see. I just forgot, Mr. Golden. Do you not have like wake up messages for me? God damn it. Sir, well, what's your excuse? What's your excuse? Or you don't have push notifications on. What the hell? Like, wow. So disappointed. Good morning, by the way. Good to see you there. But like, so we're gonna work on those push notifications. Minion leveling build is still the way to go, brother. You're not doing anything wrong. You could technically go over to a curse leveling build, because you can use the affliction curse and then just literally spam the affliction curse to kill everything. We'll have for the next season, we'll probably have some fancy level build in that regard. If it's still going to work in that way, because we don't exactly know what's actually going to happen to the game, right? Well, we assume we understand what's going to happen to the game, but we really don't. Okay, kill streak done. That was a simple one. I kind of want to get the last two Harbingers, so how about we summon the Lady of the Helltide and just take out Harbingers. Good work. Been quite underwhelmed with Season 12. I don't feel underwhelmed with Season 12, so my video was not meant to shit on Season 12. There's just a lot of pain points that shouldn't be there, right? So it was more like voicing the feelings and seeing what people think. I'm still wholly happy. I still enjoy playing this season, but that doesn't change the fact that there are a lot of things that are not as good as they should have been, right? And that clearly don't make much sense. I mean, see, like this alone here this alone here is my personal happiness, Chad, that the Godslayer Crown allows us to do this. I don't know how to explain this to maybe people that just don't understand, but being able to stand here in the middle with my meat grinder druid and just having everything be pulled into me automatically and just not having to move a single centimeter while everything dies is a level of happiness that's just stupid. Yeah, if tier 7 keys were tier 6 keys, I think we might see something this week, but I'm not entirely sure if we can expect something. Yeah, I just need to kill like one more Harbinger. That was the final Harbinger. Thank you very much. I can teleport out to Karagar. But you played Dragonkin for a bit not too long ago. Perturbed, we have no time. So as much as I would like to play maybe Dragonkin, we still have Diablo to do, right? That takes precedent. And then on top of we have Diablo to do, there is Crimson Desert. I mean, it's only 2 more days for Crimson Desert, probably another day for potential reviews to drop. So it's looking mighty fine. Looking very good. There's so much cool things out there. And not many of them are like Dragonkin. Dragonkin is really releasing to a terrible time. I mean, if Dragon can actually release mid-April or start of April, perfect release time. Like this, Which class would you recommend starting out with? Paladin, Mickey. If you, like, honestly, the season is pay to win. If you have Paladin, you'll just have the easiest time. Black, the damage increase is more important, I'd say. Because the hit twice does not say double damage, it says hit twice. So it would hit twice for the 280% instead of the 390%. So it's actually better to just have the hit twice and then just do more damage. Right? That's how I look at it from a number perspective. Because hit twice doesn't say that your hit hits twice, okay? So I'll say you do a 20 billion hit. It doesn't say that it's going to be 20 billion twice. It's going to be, you hit the enemy, and then it calculates both hits, and then it calculates the damage of both hits, right? So each are a different instance. Therefore, if you then, like, if you have only 280% damage bonus, right? It's like it hits twice, but it's 280% damage bonus, so I'd rather hit, like, for the 390, and then have, like, the higher possible outliers, because you're going to, like, then be able to do, like, trillions of damage. And if you, like, hit only for 280, right, the higher outliers are just going to be, like, very low, and that's kind of like it. So I hope that makes somewhat sense. I wonder if I should keep life on hit on one item. Because life on hit at this point is so high, right, that, like, with what I'm doing here, and with the 10 dudes, like, rotating around me, it seems like life on hit is very good to have. Right? I have life on hit, 477 life on hit. I have 10 boulders rotating around me. So even if I ever get damaged, I'm just soaking back up life instantly. So look at that poor guy. He gotta be running around, Chan. What a beginner. This is, for example, different for mine. Mine says chance for Boulder to deal double damage. So do I want chance for Boulder to deal double damage masterwork? Absolutely. Because it is double damage. So in this case, it's not chance to hit twice, right? It's like if I actually hit for a lot, then it's doubled. So I get like an outlier hit that does like hundreds of millions of damage. And then I'm going to get an outlier hit that outliers even harder. Right? An outlier. The super outlier. The outlier to rule them all. So that's a bit different if you think about it. This looks such a cool build. It is a very cool build. However, you get a, like, we are experimenting because usually you would play this as a werebear. Okay? I don't want to play this as a werebear. I want to abuse the Godslayer Crown. Technically, there's also the Cry rune that does what the Godslayer Crown does. However, it doesn't do what the Godslayer Crown does because the Godslayer Crown hits the goddamn whole screen. So, all in all, it's just a very fun, interesting bonus version of the build. And it's maybe something that prepares us also for the expansion. Because in the expansion, when like the Lord of Hatred comes, things are going to be different, right? For sure different. And things are not going to be the same anymore. So, I already want to play around with like a more humanish version of the build. And the intriguing part is that it seems to be that with set bonuses, we can put unique bonuses into our talisman. And then I could, for example, take the Vasily Sprayer bonus and put it into my talisman and therefore use it. Is it possible to use Air of Perdition in your Necro build? Yes, but only for pit pushing, Bash, and for boss killing. So I would only, personally, use the Air of Perdition if I was going for bosses, because then Godslayer is not needed. And if you're going deep in the pit. For speed farming, the crown of the Godslayer Crown is better. For Helltide, it's better. For Infernal Hordes, it's better. So for anything but killing bosses or trying to get deeper in the pit. So let's say you're speed farming pit 100 or you're speed farming pit 99 to just go for experience. Then you're just really don't care about yeah, Brain? The Godslayer, the Air of Perdition. Do you think this can come close to Paladin power? No one can come close to Paladin power. Okay, utterly impossible. Okay, how long is this gonna go? So no, Druid is definitely not gonna get close, but this is not why we're designing the Druid. As you can see, this druid build is very simple to play. It's a 2-button combo. I pretty much, like, I press my right mouse button here while I in between activate some of the other skills, but it's more or less just spam right mouse button, and that's about it, right? And that's what the build is created to do. The build is created to be an absolute easy powerhouse farmer that is unable to die, so like super tanky version of everything, and then we're simply just going to kick everyone's ass. But if I want to kill now bosses, I'd still, like, if I want to farm bosses, for example, if I want to now go, like, tier 5 boss farmer or something, I'd probably still swap over to my paladin. Steve looks good. Steve, the human form was a bit tricky because we have to play Retaliation. We have to play, Crash Stone. Yeah. But it kind of works better than anticipated. We still have to get actual good gloves, though. And an actual good ring. And I don't even know if I make enemies vulnerable right now. It might be that we swap out Petrify. And we're going to go for Storm. I got to think about that. We wanted to put maximum life away and go for that one. We're going to still think about doing that potentially. Because then the Storm would make vulnerable. And that would be like very simple if you think about it. Storm making vulnerable is very, very convenient. Chest plates, no gauntlets. I'm literally just in hard need of gauntlets. What do you think of Crackling Energy Sword? Very fun. A Crackling Energy Sword can also be played with a Godslayer Crown and pulls everything together and destroys everything. Generally speaking, this season I'm just on the hunt for builds that can use the Godslayer Crown because I just love it. Sorry, simple man. So yeah, if I can do that, then it's good. A bit more movement speed, but we're working on that. I mean, we're trying to get boots with greater affix movement speed and Boulder. Okay, where do I need to go? There it is. Actually, upwards. Upsy daisies. Never there. Don't you use Cataclysm for unlimited Boulder spam? Do you see my spirit move? There's no Cataclysm needed for this. So we have the Ring of Starless Skies, but we also have an aspect that we have a temper that says Restore Spirit on Wrath skill usage. It restores 25 spirit. I have an 18 spirit cost, so yeah. I am unlimited. I can simply not run out of spirit. It's impossible. So yeah, that's that. Jack, thank you for the 420 donation. Jack, that's kind, but there's a message missing, Jack. I'm pretty sure you typed something that is not being shown by my system. So the idea with the Boulder build here is to stay human form, and that means we can also use all the human form bonuses, which is actually quite interesting, I gotta say. There we go. Even though I don't watch you anymore that often, love to see what you're doing good. Jack, we're still waiting for PUBG 2. That would be cool. But COD is never returning, I don't think. Not looking for that kind of shooter experience. And PUBG is still unmatched when it comes down to Battle Royale. That is and stays my OG Battle Royale most fun experience I've ever had. So really hoping to see the second part succeed. And not be a grand scale sadness. I'm gonna get invaded now. Let's watch some PUBG 2. I mean, maybe in 2027 we have something to look forward to, right? You never know until you know, especially since we can finally go a bit more analytical towards the game, right? So I feel like when we played it back in the days, we weren't actually making YouTube videos. So PUBG 2 ever comes out, can make a beautiful slew of YouTube videos about it. Can this build perform as good as Pulverize? So is Pulverize better at boss killing? Yes. Is Pulverize better at pushing deep in the pit? So we're talking pit 110 and further. Yes. But will Pulverize beat this in terms of speed farming through Infernal Hordes? No. Will Pulverize beat this in terms of Helltide farming? No. Will Pulverize beat this when you're farming like pit 99? No, it will also be faster than Pulverize down the line. And that's just like fact and a half. So yes, Pulverize is good for specific case scenarios. But not for all case scenarios. And what we got here? Oh, 3 times the same recipe. A new glove, but that's again not better. We can teleport back here and pick up the last chest. Are you doing a night stream for the Crimson release? Yes. It's going to be a bit rough in the next coming days because we'll have to prepare a review for Crimson Desert. We'll have to get ready for the release. We still have to finish this build here. So many things happening at the same time. Many things. But we're gonna get it done. One thing I just noticed is how criminally under equipped, how criminally under unique the human form is. We pretty much, I think, have like one unique that's specifically for human form. We have tons of uniques that work with the animal forms for the druid. That's sad. Do you think they'll buff Opticide and Treasure Breach dungeons? Nope. Not for this season. I mean, this season is pretty much done and dusted. Let's be here really honest with each other. I don't expect many, if any, changes to this anymore. I mean, this is a short filler season. They're full on gear on getting the expansion out. Yeah. We're not gonna see like crazy things going on, right? That's clearly not what we can expect. Sadly. Admin, thank you. Admin. Thank you for your 6 months of support. Pleasure, partner. Welcome to the stream once again. We got another glyph chat. It's Tom, no. So let's see. Yeah, I really don't think we'll get more in that direction. Because it's a filler season, right? I mean, let's be real. I would love to see the Opticide rates buff, but they're clearly intentional this way. Might it be to make the grind a bit longer, which makes no sense, right? This is not how you boost player retention. This is how you make players very frustrated. And no one likes to be frustrated. Yeah, Blizzard often misses the mark in these kind of things. They really need to work on that. Being a Shadow Step rogue using Godslayer for big screen pull and boom. Yeah, that can work. You probably don't even need it because you could just go like, I guess, Dance of Knives, and then you already have some status effect being applied with like you can have your poison slow and then just apply poison through the poison enchantment or stun with the shadow infusion, or even just do cold infusion, right, which will freeze and then or chill and then crowd control pull in. We've not run out of Neathiron this season. Well, that's also because you don't have the Opticite to run out of Neathiron. Right? I mean, I also have more Neathiron than I'll ever need because I simply do not possess the amount of Opticite to actually run out of Neathiron. Right? Frankly spoken, impossible in this case. But I guess someone in the Blizzard offices was like, we need to extend the season to so and so many playdays per season. So let's limit the amount of Opticite they're getting, because let me check my notes. That's brilliant. It's obviously really cool to have a season with like some cool aspirational content. Very much looking forward to clearing Bloodsoaked bosses, and then not having the resources to even get to said Bloodsoaked bosses because you're starved for Opticite and you're not playing Paladin. So let's get the last 2 runes activated. You did 20 dungeons and get 3 treasure breaches. That's scam, sir. I haven't even gotten a strong room into my last 50 crafts of nightmare dungeons. I am being robbed. It's not good out there, Mr. Stark. I'm trying, trust me. And the game is like, nope. You shall not pass. Escalating nightmare dungeons are indeed a solution. I have multiple escalating nightmare dungeons, and I have never gotten one that has said strong room, sadly. So I threw them just away. I have strong rooms, but they aren't blooded. They don't need to be blooded. The non-blooded strong rooms are just giving you 800 Opticite. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's absolutely no need to have blooded strong rooms, my friend. Absolutely no reason. That is a keeper glyph, finally. This is one of the last glyphs that was missing for me. So we got a keeper, and I need earth and sky. So we got earth and sky, finally. And we got keeper. What I don't remember is, do we now actually make enemies vulnerable? I haven't, like, haven't been paying any attention if we do make enemies vulnerable or not. So I need to look that up. And 25 intelligence more. For the time being. Okay. You need a ring? No, I just need to pay attention if I'm actually making enemies vulnerable. Blah blah. To be fair, you don't need that much Opticite. You do. You do. Even if you play only one character. I mean, you still have to take the items and roll for 200 Opticite each until you hit the perfect masterwork. You still do need tons. I finally beat Pit 105. Let's go. Apart from that, you're obviously ruining your chances for, what was it called again? Ever getting the low-level sigils. Get 20,000 from a treasure breach rotation already out. Exactly. It comes down to how you play the game. So it might be that with 20,000 you're fine because you just masterwork an item and then you're good. You actually don't care where the masterwork lands, and that's fine, right? This is how you can play. But let's not pretend there are not ways to play different. Okay, we're currently not making vulnerable, so we're just missing it. No, we are making vulnerable, but how? What is making vulnerable? The only thing that's making vulnerable is Cyclone Armor currently. We want to add a lucky hit chance to make vulnerable, probably. The Cyclone Armor is only making enemies vulnerable that are being pulled in by it or displaced by it. So we need a ring that says chance to make vulnerable, right? That'd probably be the most reasonable fix. Which Warlock spec are you playing? I have not decided, sir. I mean, we have season 12 right now. Crimson Desert around the corner. We will do a couple of Warlock deep dives as we get close to the Lord of Hatred release, but before that, I have no intrigue to do any deep dives. I mean, the good thing is that we have like a couple of videos on the internet, like Macro Beer Boys, where he's literally showcasing every single skill and how they exactly work and what they synergize with, and the what's it called again? The alterations, variations, and that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like really intrigued to watch that, but not until it's pertinent, right? Until we actually need it, and that need is still a hot minute away. Blender build is one of the most enjoyable this season, yes, and it's far from being done. Especially because this is the human form blender build. What game is this? Diablo 4, my friend. See, I do the Cyclone, he's vulnerable, and that's it then. As soon as we have him staggered, not vulnerable anymore. Two ways to fix this right now. I could put Petrify away, right? And I could replace Petrify just through our Cataclysm. And then we have Cataclysm make enemies vulnerable. See, if I just want to solve this simple, we just do this. All right? 28 seconds Cataclysm, 14.4 second duration. We reduce the cooldown, and Cataclysm makes vulnerable. Not sure how that's going to work with our other stuff, but we'll see. So we get Earth and Sky here. Because Earth and Sky works with vulnerable, right? Mr. Nubix, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for joining as a member. It's very kind of you, my friend. That's Earth and Sky, or we're missing some willpower to make it work. Okay. Let's see. Do we know how upcoming skill tree updates look like? No. I mean, we have seen pictures, but we haven't seen anything specific. Any plans to play PoE 1? Nope. No interest in PoE 1, my friend. Not my cup of tea. Major Rune, this is a Boulder build, but instead of bear form, we're going for human form, which is quite weird and interesting at the same time. Okay, that was a quick reset on the storm. So that would work to have the storm pumping. The interesting part is about having the storm the way how we have it here right now, right? If I have the storm running, the storm also slows, which means whoever gets hit by the Cataclysm gets instantly pulled in as well, right? So the only problem with this is that we're missing out on the damage multiplier that the Petrify provides us. That's a 50% damage multiplier, which is kind of significant. However, we get free vulnerable without having to care, so it's good on the other hand, right? Yeah, I would argue this works very well. I mean, I see more 500 million hits than before. 729 billion as well. So our damage, 754 billion, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally moving into levels of awesomeness. Million, sorry, not a billion, million. So we're moving slowly towards the billions. Very good, very good. Far too nice. Yeah, the storm was a good choice. I mean, it's a minimal change, but it is a change that just makes sense in the grand scheme of things. It's also going to be interesting to see how that works in Infernal Hordes and the Helltide, because obviously with a storm, I can target enemies further off screen. Because again, like as soon as they just stab a pixel into my screen, they get hit by the storm, and as soon as they get hit by the storm, the Godslayer Crown pulls them in. So in order to achieve the ultimate Godslayer Crown building, I guess it makes sense to do what we're doing here, right? In order to really live the fantasy of this build. We're to play it this way. Yeah, this was quick. I mean, this is almost like barely any time. Oh man, he just got instantly stunned. It's also intriguing because more crowd control with the storm, because every bolt of the storm that hits is slowing, right? So since every bolt of the storm is slowing, it's like applying crowd control, crowd control, crowd control. So we also get the crowd control meter faster filled up. Makes sense too. Let's get Spirit fully leveled up. Spiritborn for farming. There's a Crushing Hand Spiritborn that's really good for farming. So the old Gorilla Crushing Hand Spiritborn kind of should work plenty well. There's a world boss coming in 23 minutes. So we got 626. What I'm going to do is we're quickly going to go for normal Duriels. Like just Torment for Duriels, because I'm still trying to get my amulet in better. Blender. The only weird part about the build is having to pulverize every 7 seconds. So we keep our buffs up. There's a key passive we're trying to keep up. We're still gonna improve that overall damage output for boss fighting. So I'm saying, like, for boss fighting, like I would still probably just use my paladin, right? I'm getting these bosses killed yet. We still need to put the build at better levels. I mean, our biggest weakness right now is not having the ranks in Boulder, because we're kind of missing like 10 ranks in Boulder that we could be having, right? That's something we got to work on. 10 rings in Boulder. And then we're going to be cooking. Hey, could you just kill that thingy? Thank you. Oh, wow. We get hit. Starting Cataclysm Druid. Toughness and damage are struggling. Cataclysm could be struggling damage-wise. Toughness is relatively easy. At least the armor. I mean, armor is good to get up. Resistances are a bit of a different page. I mean, you could just run around with, what is it called again? Instances. That would help. Definitely supplement for it. So, yeah. What you need is, like, for a Druid to feel really good in Torment 4, you need good equipment. Right? I mean, right now, I have no gloves that have core skills. That sucks. Because core skills gloves would instantly catapult my damage upwards. So that is something I need. Right, and then I need boots with also boulder skills, because you gotta consider like core skill gloves would be another 5 ranks, and that's a huge multiplier in itself, because every rank I think is like 7% more damage or so on the boulder. And then getting the boots is, I don't know how many ranks boots, I think 6 or 7. So that's also like, if you put that together, dude, the outcome is insane, right? I mean, the advantage is that you can get a lot of max life on Druid, because you could like substitute some damage output for just straight up life. So that's actually rather easy if you're then willing to deal slightly less for just more Kavams. But yeah, what we really want right now is our good old... So you've seen we did 759 million damage, right? And what's missing right now is the upgraded amulet, because the upgraded amulet is another 120% bonus damage. And if I get that, then we just know... Oh my goodness, we're taking way too much damage. Okay, we're just going to kill him with Torment 3 quickly. So we just need this one, because that's 120% more damage. And since we're doing 700 million damage, we'd instantly do billions of damage, right? Is Zenith Paladin worth it? Yes, Zenith Paladin is worth it. However, you need to consider this. As worth as Zenith is, it is weaker than Shield of Retribution. So you just got to ask yourself, what do you want to do, right? Do you want to do Torment 5 bosses? Perfect, play Zenith. Do you want to do Torment 5 Infernal Hordes? Play Zenith, it works. But do you want to do the tier 7 stuff, right? If you like, I think if you play Paladin, which is the only class that can do the tier 7 stuff, then you might want to also do the tier 7 stuff, right? So that's a question you get to answer for yourself if you then do or do not want to do that. If this is something you're aiming for or not aiming for. Like, I feel like, yeah, sure. I mean, you kind of want to do the tier 7 stuff because you're playing Paladin. We're going to try out how well I can make a Who work. And how well I could make Igni work. Okay, we need our amulet, not in greater affix, just at 50%. Okay, Chad? I'm a simple man. Sure, I would like it in greater affix, but in 50% it would already be good. That's 33. See, that's bad. No questions asked. We need this at 50%. 3 Betrayer's Husk. I mean, call me animal names. That is 48%. Let's giggity go, Chad. That's great. It's 10% more per boulder, and that's 100% more damage. This is where like 10% more sounds innocent, but is actually quite insane. So now with this in our backpack, we should actually be able to hit 1 billion damage. So that should have been the jump we need. Same. That's a normal one. So we get this. Crushing Earth. Also get a Rotten Lightbringer. With 560%. Might as well keep it. As we're here already. Is Boulder class as physical damage? No. It is actually poison damage. Or we at least turn it to poison damage because it works better if it's turned to poison damage. Sounds a bit weird, but it really makes sense. Okay, so now we have this beautiful amulet. Movement speed 1 hurricane. Let's go. Yes, I like it. I like it. Let's see when we go for a... It's 70 now. Should be doing more damage. So let's activate our storm. Everything else, slam the ground. Because that's 120% bonus damage too, right? 737 already. So I'm expecting to see a billion hit now, Chan. Once we have like all 10 boulders roll in and we have the werebear bonus active, then we should be able, with the new amulet awesomeness, to hit a billion. To show me the money. With the old amulet, we've already been doing well. I mean, still gonna hit like all the outlier bonuses together, right? To make it that high, but... Out there, 1 billion damage, Chad. We have seen it. The first billion of the day. Now, obviously, doing a billion is nothing special. The paladins do that for breakfast, right? So we still have to go above and beyond. But at least we've seen it. Hmm? 941. Okay, damage improvement is real. Yeah, they don't hit billions and such. Exactly. The paladin hits billions so easy it doesn't even feel earned anymore. That's like the problem when you play something that's so heinously OP. You'll just hit a billion, but it's like, oh yeah, well, so where's my triple digit billions? I mean, the moment I started hitting billions with paladin, it was like, where's my doubled? Where's my triple? Where's my trillion damage? Yeah, I'm not going to be happy until I hit trillions. Druid, you at least know, so we're going to double digit billions now. You know what? Then we're going to be a happy little potato farmer once we've achieved that. There was a 994 million. So good. Slight improvements to what we've been doing. Baby steps, ladies and gentlemen. Baby steps. And we still obviously want to get the amulet with greater affixes, because these greater affixes will give us also more ranks. It's here, like it says here, Wrath skills, right? And Wrath skills are the Boulder is a Wrath skill, so if I get that in greater affix, it was obviously fire. I tried to Pulverize Druid. Well, the disadvantage about Pulverize Druid is that you hard stop on every Pulverize cast. And honestly, that gets tiring at some point. Like this hard stop, hard stop, hard stop, hard stop. Whereas here, you can actually keep like walking while you're casting. So you never have to stop. Right? So I'll just roll in circles around our opponent. Okay. Gucci. So goal is getting all our glyphs to 45 now. So spirit should be 45 now, right? One more and boop. That's good because now my critical strike damage gets powered up. And we actually still need to put the points in because you can see we have 30 dex points in. 30 out of all the possible dex points. I mean, you could, like, there's a lot. So we probably have to like minimize my max life here to then put like more points into awesome banging. Ta-da. So that's 49. Ever tried Bleed Barb? I haven't seen a good Bleed Barb in ever. Is Druid Companion good or not? It works. Could Paladin be broken? Could Warlock be broken? Oh, Warlock will definitely be broken, but I think a lot of things will be broken. So we can't look at this as an isolated incident. Everything will be broken next season. I mean, there's no shot at chance that they actually managed to bring out the patch in not bugged. I'm sorry. There's no world where shit's not gonna be weird. Right? I mean, come on. Who are we kidding? Like, things are gonna be absolutely not cool for a while. We're gonna have, like, I don't know. So much weirdness going on until maybe finally some point that gets all balanced out. But until then, there's a lot of what the fuck's gonna happen. Best class season 12 is definitely Paladin. They have to overpower the Warlock to get people to buy the expansion? No, not really. There's enough sales proposition to the expansion itself without making the Warlock overpowered. More than enough. I don't know if you've seen it, what the expansion will have to offer, but there's a lot. I'm personally very pumped for it. We need a better two-handed weapon too. I guess I could just equip this one, but we kind of want to keep the life on hit. Remake Meteor Sork. Well, I don't want Meteor Sork back per se. I want just everything to work, right? It's not about I want Meteor Sork. It's about I just want everything to work. Simple as that. Can't be that hard to just make things work, right? Double damage. Boulder. So Boulder double damage is at 75, right? With the greater affix. And then when you actually work it up, you have it sit at 87, so you would now hit this button until you get Boulder, because this is now a guaranteed double damage. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, just think about it. Now, obviously, we just need the retaliation big, because our retaliation is still at 57%. So we're missing here a good 36% bonus damage. Maybe someday. Okay, 7 minutes. In 7 minutes, I can do another pit. And then we can go to the world boss, right? So yeah, I mean, with like Lord of Hatred, they're reworking every class. I guess it's ludicrous to believe that they nail it on day one. I mean, sure, they invited some creators to playtest stuff, and they have their internal playtest team, but are we really expecting them to not accidentally break something? I mean, it's also 10 new levels, right? It's 12 new torment tiers. So I'm not sure how they equate to the power to actually work, right? They've thought of every interaction. And then there's sets going to come. There is unique charms going to come. There is the Horadric Cube. So there are so many formulas playing into the game and so much stuff that could go wrong. Yeah. I mean, shit's gonna be good, at least for a season, and then they're gonna just nerf everything. Just found out 2 hours ago that there's a new season. Well, sir, that's great. Then you have more of the season to still enjoy. Don't worry. Oh, wrong direction. Meteor Sword work? Yeah, but it doesn't scale really well. So only because something works doesn't mean that it's like good. Because if you can barely scratch tier 4 with perfect gear, that doesn't feel awesome, right? I mean, you can use Meteor Sword definitely to beat the seasonal journey. So there are tons of builds that can beat Pit 75. And that's good. But yeah, beating Pit 75 is obviously just like minimal achievement. Now, obviously, if you're happy with beating the seasonal journey, then pop off. But still, it's undeniably true that in order for Meteor Sword to perform in Torment 4, there's so much you need to do. Okay, we just did this in 2 minutes, and before we did it in 4 minutes. So that 112% double damage that we just gave the skill is crazy, right? So every boulder now deals double damage. Look at the billions rolling in. So every boulder now deals double damage. And suddenly we're crazy, huh? Suddenly that was just a almost 2 minutes and less run. Pretty good. I mean, I thought I can only do one. Maybe I can do another one. Will there be a seasonal mechanic with the expansion? Yes. 4 minutes, I can do one more. So yes, there's probably going to be season 13. I mean, also the Vessel of Hatred had season 6 happening back in the days. I don't actually remember wasn't season 6 the Realm Walkers? No, that was season 7. I don't know what season 6 was, but there was a season 6. I just really have zero memory of this place, so it can't be too good. I can't have been too amazing. But there definitely was something there. You know what I would wish about Boulder, Chan? That attack speed would determine how quick the boulders are rotating around you. You know how cool that would be? If like 100% attack speed could just make him go faster. And then you have a true blender going on, where they at supersonic light speed go around you. Infernal Hordes? Oh, we're going to do Infernal Horde soon. Problem with this build is I can't do the tier 5 Infernal Hordes right now. I could probably do the tier 3 Blooded Infernal Hordes. We can actually try that out. But yeah. It's done. We could do some reputation farm, definitely. Infernal Hordes are good for XP. Well, they're really good for XP, but not only for XP, my friend. They're also great for reputation. Because the Infernal Hordes have a high elite density. Therefore, you're going to be farming reputation like there's no tomorrow. Especially if you get yourself the Ether Fiends or the Ether... I'm actually not sure if the Ether bosses are terrible for that. The Ether Lords and the Ether Fiends are better. I think Hellborn are probably insane. Because the amount of Hellborns that you can get... yeah, we should test that theory, Chad. Dude, we should test that. That's so interesting. Because usually I don't go for Hellborn anymore because they're shit. However, if we could consider that, like, Hellborn are actually going to give us... And we need to test that from a reputation perspective. Actually not looked into that. Because the Ether Lords, they count as Lords, and usually the bosses are currently not giving you any reputation, whereas Elites are actually giving you reputation, right? And I'm not entirely sure if if the Lords themselves are considered Elites, or if they're actually considered bosses in this case. Right? And if they count for reputation or not. You hit for 20 billion with Blood Wave, but my Golem hits for 80 billion already. Almost 100 billion, sir. Yes, Blood Wave is still good, but Blood Wave has actually devolved from a very dynamic, fun playstyle into a very sad, static playstyle. Blood Wave used to be so good, and then they started tinkering with it. Those minis. And dead. Blendered! 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, let's go. Okay, 3 already legendary. The best build for this season, Retribution Paladin. So season 6 was actually Realm Walkers, Azen. Yeah, Realm Walkers were terrible at first. I mean, I don't know if you remember Realm Walkers, but Ooh. Yeah, I mean, Realm Walkers were not hot shit. They were definitely not it. Realm Walkers. So there were these big monsters that you had to follow around, and they were spawning monsters, and they were opening up a realm that you can actually go into. But the actual following them and killing monsters around them was so hideously annoying to do, especially since they were so slow and they were like hard coded, so you couldn't actually do it further or like faster or slower. Oh, Jesus have mercy. It was bad. It was bad. Hello, my friend. I am a meat grinder. Bubbles are a waste of time. They are. However, they sometimes can give you the tributes of ascendance. So in general, yes, they are a waste of time. However, they have a high chance to drop tributes of radiance and ascendance, and both of these tributes are needed for either mythics and or getting yourself core stat amulets. So they're like passive amulets. So it is actually in that case worth it. But if you don't have Vessel of Hatred, then it's definitely a waste of your time. I mean, what I hope is that all these things, like even the Realm Walkers, which are terrible, they at least teach Blizzard something, right? They make Blizzard notice, yeah, okay, so this worked, this didn't work, yeah, we gotta work on this one. So if that's the case, then hey, more power to you, Blizzard. Pop off, son. Figure these things out. Like, you're allowed to make mistakes if you're afterwards actually smarter. The only things these mistakes teach you is, like, how to make more mistakes. Then we get to talk. Need Retribution Paladin for main DPS on tier 7 bosses? Yes. I mean, you can definitely solo tier 7 bosses if you max out your Paladin. But how do I say this now? At the moment where your Paladin is maxed out to kill tier 7 bosses, you kind of don't have to kill tier 7 bosses anymore. So yes, you can get to the point where you can kill tier 7 bosses, and then you will be so strong that killing tier 7 bosses doesn't make sense anymore because you're so strong that you already eclipsed everything you could be potentially getting from said tier 7 bosses. So you're kind of coming back to the point, well, why did I even get that strong? Do you know how the Warplanes Endgame is going to work? Okay, so the idea is that you open up a menu and it's going to show you the activities top to down, okay? So you're going to like have a Helltide, and the Helltide gives you bonus rings. Then afterwards, you have to choose between a Nightmare Dungeon, and the Nightmare Dungeon could give you bonus Opticide or bonus chest pieces. Then you can choose the next one where bonus runes might drop and so on. So it's like you choose this, and then you get passive experience for new skill trees. So there are skill trees for every activity. And these skill trees are like the Atlas in Path of Exile. They'll allow you to juice set activities to make them harder, different, more loot. To have like monsters from like boss layers appear in Helltides and Nightmare Dungeons and that kind of stuff. So it's like it's more of the same and different. I mean, there will still be a meta strategy, but there's also personal taste. So there will definitely be points like, oh, you should always spend these points because getting Belial in a Helltide is insane, right? You should always spend these points because getting like another boss in a like pit is crazy. That's normal, right? There's definitely going to be the meta choices. However, there's definitely going to be a matter of personal like preference. So you really like Helltide, so you're going to try to juice that as much as you can, right? You really like the Infernal Hordes, then I'm going to try to put like more sponge into that. Definitely excited. Looking forward to it. Are kill streak permanent or just for this season? As far as it seems, and it was communicated, kill streaks are supposed to be permanent, which I would personally like, because kill streaks just simply give you more XP and they're fun to play around with. Now, obviously, having then kill streaks in the game but nothing they interact with apart from more XP might seem a bit dull, but I'm cool. I mean, they could make a set item then, or set items that actually work with kill streaks. So there's a way to still integrate the kill streaks into builds in a way. But even if the kill streaks wouldn't be integrated in a build, they would still be fire, because honestly, they're just really fun to use. Have you considered the Mystic Bull Arm that boosts dots? Well, you're not doing damage over dots. You're still doing damage over the overpower damage from the boulder, right? You only make the poison boulder because that gives it another damage multiplier. That's literally the only reason we're doing this. There's a passive skill that gives you more damage multiplier on poisoning skills or something like that. And that makes it like so useful. I'm curious about the Heraldry Cube. It's definitely going to be a fun item. Heraldry Cube is pretty much crafting 2.0 that people that don't have the expansion are not going to be part of. So get wrecked. And that's going to feel terrible, because if you then don't have the Heraldry Cube, you're not going to have anything. You're going to be like stuck with a standard progression, like a dirty, filthy noober boober. We're almost there, almost all legendary. Do you have a build guide on this build? We have posted the planner. However, we will do a full build breakdown once we have this maxed out. So our goal right now is to actually get this build here to the end, because we are we're still far away from it. We're getting closer, right? Finally, closer to what we actually want to do. However, we're still relatively far away, because there is, how do I say this now? There are so many minuscule improvements that we still have to make, including like core skills. So we're missing at least 10 skill ranks. Wait, let's see. How many skill ranks would it be? Check. I have it in the planner, how many skill ranks. So boots can have 7 and gloves can have 5. So we're missing 12 skill ranks on Boulder. And every skill rank in Boulder gives you a... So here, this is 175%, okay? If I go down, it's 168%. So we're talking about a 7% per rank. And I'm missing 12 ranks. You know? Now, I could try to go on Diablo.trade and check if there are Boulder boots. Let's see. They actually reworked the website. Wow. Looks way better now. Hopefully more responsive as well. Let's see if I can find something. So we got, I want boots. Oh goodness, they made it better but weird at the same time. Oh goodness, I hate you. Boulder. Okay, see, there are boots in here. That will give me 5 ranks to Boulder. But they're not pricing them. I hate you. Is any one of the... And none of these nerds is online. Okay, so we're going to write this guy a message. And I'm just going to offer him like 100 million. And just like take it or leave it. Right? Here. 100. $100 million. If you don't want it, leave it, sir. I don't care. Right? I mean, this season is so short. So, stuff your profiteering in your butthole. Oh, God, nice. We wanted to check something out in the Helltide now. So, we're going to do a 6 Infernal Horde. Because I need to see... Oh, we're Torment 3. Shit. Let's go in Torment 4. We wanted to check something in the 6 Infernal Horde. So we want to check how much reputation do Hellborn give? Because Hellborns count as elite. 500 million? No, I don't have 500 million, so that's that. Okay, here, Hellborn. Actually, the Puffing Moss is first, and then Hellborn. I found a ring today worth 25 billion. Yeah, I have a few items that are worth, like, multiple billions, but I'm too lazy to trade. You know? That's what I usually have Neil for. Neil is my trading buddy. He just does my trades for me. I just give him the item, he trades them, and I get the rest of the money when I'm happy. But Neil's busy, so I have to trade myself like a filthy animal. If 800 million spare, I don't, sir. No, I'm poor. Okay, so we are... I gotta answer the person, so... Hello? I can't do more than 300 million because I am poor. Yeah, that's true. I'm poor. Okay, we wanted to have here Ether Masses poop out fiends, right? That's great. So we're gonna have to pay attention to my reputation here right now. We need to get ourselves Hellborn. So the next boon that's Hellborn related, we need to do that. And I found it relatively easy to get money this season. However, you're still burning through it at a prodigious rate as well. I mean, as soon as you're trying to make stat amulets, your money's gone. I've rolled away over 500 million on stat amulets now, right? So that's that. Not sure what to make out of this. Okay, go. Give me a second here. Reveal my battle tag. Master Blaster. Forget the Master Blaster chat. Oh god, I died. I died in the end too. Whatever. I died to units existing past the expiration rate because let me check my notes. Why not? Okay. Oh, we need to add Mr. Master Blaster quickly. Okay, chat, we got it. Master Blaster, there we go. Thank you, my friend. Request to join party. No, where's Master Blaster? Master Blaster. Request to join party. Actually, I should have invited him to my party. That was a mistake. Where's the man? Yes. He's naked. You skipped the new PoE season? Yeah, I'm not a fan. At all. So, a request trade. Let's see if he has items already. So that's gonna pour me, Chad. But I will have boots with 5 ranks to Boulder. Do not go. Okay, I'm not gonna go any further. Yes, sir. Why does he look so naked, Chan? Look at him. Air of Perdition, Shroud, Rotten Lightbringer. Oh, he's a druid too. But he plays Pulverize. I see. He has 7 ranks to Pulverize. Damn. Look at that. And Venom 4 ranks and Defiance. Holy Christ. Absolutely ridiculous, Chan. Maxed out aspects as well. Damn, sir. He's playing it with Temerity, though, to get the berry up. This one is sad. This one is sad. He has only a 520 out of 600, so it's going to make him weaker. Okay, he's gone. Just went away. Okay, let's see. So, Astounding. I don't play PoE 1 at all. It's not my kind of game. Okay, Master Blaster, accept. That is boots with 5 ranks to Boulder. Yes, add gold. 300 million. That's 300 million, right? Locking confirm, accept trade. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. And out we go. Why did I lock out? I fled. I fled, Chad. I don't know why I locked out, but it was like, gotta secure it. Safe. It's mine. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, so Diablo.trade actually worked, ladies and gentlemen. Walk, walk. I secured the bait. Okay, so like the problem is that they don't have bloodied, so that's kind of shitty. But I guess like you can't have everything. The poison resistance needs to be rerolled into probably willpower, I guess. Yeah. I mean, the only sad part is that the movement speed is so low on this one, but I guess you can't have everything. Gotta be happy with the little things. Masterwork this up. 7 ranks to Boulder. Nice. Okay, let's look at the damage difference, okay? We got here currently 203%. And with the old boots, we're sitting at 161%. That does make a difference, right? 161 or 203. It's a nice little boost of everything. And we're just going to have to roll the Cyclone Hurricane duration, but in greater affixed. Because that Hurricane duration in greater affixed is actually quite something. How high does it go? How high does it go? I mean, seriously, how high does it go? Because then I can, like, when I have one of them, 74%. 74% per 23 seconds. So that means on my gloves, I could probably play no Hurricane duration, right? Because we're going to sit at 20 seconds still. This is now going to be 23. That means the gloves can have a different temper, which in this case might be... And where are we sitting at? We're sitting at 45% crit chance. So you could technically go for crit chance here. Just have like Earth critical strike chance and just add another 10% to it. I mean, or at least 6. Or at least 6. At least 6. 9. I'll take it. Yeah, let's destroy the boots. Don't need them anymore. So let's go into, still we wanted to check something reputation wise. So we got to go into that Infernal Horde again. The plan was I need to see how much reputation Hellborn gives, because you could get so many Hellborns, right? Your website where you post these builds, all my builds land on Mobalytics. And the links to the builds are usually in their respective videos. Okay, Anchored Mass, Draining Spires. Wow. 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 Let's start with a Soul Spire. Because what could possibly be annoying about that, huh? I mean, at least they give us 3 more ether, huh? Doing a horde like without a relentless butcher feels like something is missing. Our reputation is rising nicely. But the goal was to figure out if Hellborn give us reputation. So obviously the Ether Fiends, they count as like 200 rep or so per kill, right? 150. Actually, one elite is 150 rep. The Mosses, they don't count as reputation themselves, right? Or do they? I mean, I see like the reputation goes up, but I usually kill things. Fiendish Legion, Ether Fiends have a chance to spawn in place of elites. Yes, please. Boofies, why don't you answer in YouTube chat? Boofies, I don't, like, you just want to give me random stuff and I don't know what you want to give me, so please use full sentences. Also, I don't want random stuff. I'm very happy with what I have. How high is the maintenance? The maintenance is super low. So you just have to click this every 2 seconds or so. I mean, Boulder is like, I mean, I just spam my right mouse button here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not more upkeep than actually spamming a norm. It's even less than spamming your main skill. Especially if you only use this on mouse. Like I do. Because I only use this on mouse. Okay, please, next boony should be Hellborn. Rising Spire, Anchored, Ambushing Hellborn, nice. I just want them to give reputation, but we'll have to see. So, ladies and gentlemen, please pay keen-eyed attention now. I need you to not miss a single moment. When we get ambushed by a Hellborn, we'll figure out if it gets us reputation or not. Problem is that ambushing Hellborn means they could come whenever. So there's not even a point when you know, like, oh, there's going to be Hellborn now. It's going to be like, nah, random Hellborn. Maybe some gold. No, I'm good, thank you. Oh, we just killed a Hellborn? He gave reputation. Okay, so Hellborn give 150 reputation each, Chad. And if you're lucky, you can spawn like 6 to 7 Hellborn. So you could, for example, Hellborn spawn out of the Etheric Masses. You could get that. And when you get Hellborn spawn off Etheric Masses, and then you have Etheric Masses can reform on death, you could get so many. So might be Hellborn the super new old reputation strategy. Oh, summon Hellborn, let's go! Oh! We're Hellborn! We got this, chat. We're cooking. It's happening. Reputation galore. Oh, on controller, I would probably not play this build. Yeah, controller might be annoying. Okay, so we got Hellborn can spawn now, and then we didn't have Hellborn spawn a single time. That's good. That's good. The best way to farm Forgotten Souls, the same as it has always been, spend time in Helltide. Okay, see, we're at 600 reputation and now at 900. So they do give, in fact, 150 per, ladies and gentlemen. Confirmed. My suspicions are true. Now we just need Etheric Masses can spawn Hellborn and that kind of stuff, and we're good to go. Always go Hellborns. Well, Hellborns hadn't been worth it for quite a while now. Colossal Fiends. See, Colossal Fiends I think is bad. Because if we take Colossal Fiends right now, but let's try this, because we need to know if this is true or not. So in my world, Colossal Fiends shouldn't give reputation because bosses don't actually give you reputation this season. So that bellies the question if they're now useful or not. So there is... Come on, give me an Ether Lord. Give me that heart. Where my Ether Lord's at? Okay, we're 3-1. There. No, that's just an Etheric Mass, not an Ether Lord. Come on, I picked up the Lords right now. Give me a Lord. There it is. Okay, we're at 3,000 rep. And... Nah, see, he doesn't give reputation. Ha, 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 ha. I knew it. I knew it. So Ether Lords are terrible and Fiends are better. Interesting. I mean, this is obviously completely unnecessary for the average player who just wants to play the game. Like, why would you even care for this shit? Right? But if we're just going for reputation, just for that point, right? Then it all makes kind of sense. If we're not even like trying to get as much ether as possible, right? We're just trying to get reputation here right now. Intriguing. Where do you find the builds, Vito? You can type an exclamation mark MOBA and it should take you to my Mobalytics profile. But it's also listed in the latest YouTube video. There's the planner for this build. Or be short. We're not trying to get the 666, brother. That's not the intention here. We're merely trying to get reputation. And that we're trying to get with Hellborn. Okay, so we gotta alienate the Lords. No more Lords, chat. And we're gonna fully focus on any Hellborn related thingy. Like literally whatever Hellborn comes up. Even if it's like one of the worst Hellborn bonuses in the world. Okay, let's do that. Here, this is one of the best ones. Etheric Masses can spawn Hellborns. Especially if you get like Summon Hellborn with +1 to Hellborn. I once had a run where these Masses were spewing out like 8 Hellborn per kill. It was crazy. It was crazy. Aizen, can you precisize that? I just glanced over it. Matt Dutchman, by the way, thank you for your support. Matt Dutchman, good to see you there, partner. See, there's the Hellborn coming out of the Masses. You saw that? So much reputation. Like, we almost made 2... Like, this run here gave me 2 reputation caches now. Or close to 2 reputation caches. If we optimized it further, I would have, like, safe call gotten, like... Maybe even 3. No, just like the gist of it. Okay, we get Masses to reform on death. And if I understand that correct, right? Like the Masses can reform on death and then like Hellborn and then Hellborn and then Hellborn and then Hellborn. It's kind of cool. See, there's the Hellborn again out of it. Bartek Council. Bartek gives you up to sight on kill. So it's actually worth it to do Bartek. Not bad to do him. Okay, so I got 2 whole reputation caches, guys, from this. With the Hellborn strategy. Interesting. Are you gonna make a rogue for this season? No, I have like no interest in rogue. I think the current rogue playstyles are extremely boring. And I really don't want to mess with them. So, nope. No rogue for me. I mean, rogue has always been like something I play, but nothing I'm really excited about, right? Well, that's not true. We had the Dents of Knives, Poison Trap season. That was really cool. I like that one. Okay, this worked kind of well. Should we try now 110 wave, like fully focused on Hellborn, Chan, for the farming? he just randomly died. Heartseeker, yeah, the first iteration of Heartseeker, truly fun, outstanding, brilliant. Okay, boots with 2, but not the boots we're looking for. We still need glovies that are better than what we have. Not a back glovey. Not a bad ring. We still need this at 50%, so that's sad. Okay, that was two reputation caches, but I feel like we can do more, chat. Okay, come on. 10-wave horde. Does anyone want to join for a 10-wave tier 4 horde, and we're just trying to get as much reputation as we can? Okay, Aizen, I got it. Thank you. Anyone wants to do one? Have some stupid fun? Just give me your BattleNet ID. We'll pull you in. Otherwise, I'll do it alone. But at least giving you the chance to join up if you wish to. Do we have retaliation? Still not. So just give me a BattleNet ID. We'll get you invited. That one has the intelligence bonus. Mr. Sierra, we got you. Or Mistress. Watching on TV, Major Ruin. Major Ruin, how good did the thumbnail look on TV? I never know because like a lot of people watch on TV, right? But we get a like, I'm not sure how well the thumbnails are looking. Mr. Mim, did you forget the thingy here was called again? Is that correct, Mim? Mim here? Was that? Devs, aren't you in my friend list still? We just invited some people, that lady. So we're gonna wait for like everyone that just trickled in, right? We're gonna give people a chance that are not in friend list yet. Oh, Zeus, sorry, I entered your name wrong. There you go. Okay, let's check out Mr. Hammerdown. Okay, Des, we get you in. Sundered Knight. Well, that's a good roll. I'm a bit missing there. Sikera, why do you not able to process certain Lord of Hatred stuff? That's interesting. I've never seen that. Okay, we have a non-Lord of Hatred owner. I repeat. we have a non-Lord of Hatred owner in here. I saw it. Exposed. The truth is out. Thank you, Mayor. That's good to know. Okay, let's do full Hellborn in any form, shape, and everything. So we get a maximum elite, no bosses. That's the plan. I was wondering, what druid build would you recommend from the start? Pulverize. So if druid is your only character, you should focus on Pulverize. So that's Ether Fiends. Yeah, here, we need this. So Masas can spawn Ether Fiends. That's already good, because then the Masas can poop out bonus stuff. So that gives us more reputation. So, Mir from a druid build, if it's your first druid build, I would recommend Pulverize. If you're obviously interested in going for... sorry, Agent. Oh, we'll do some more if the testing is conclusive. So, sorry, where was I? Brain stuck? Repeat. Fast. Yeah, if Pulverize is your very first, do it. If this is your second character, and you're looking to build a farm character, then you can definitely go for Boulder, because this is my farm character, right? It's not meant to be my anything else but farming purpose. So I do like, for example, my Golem build is really fun to play, but despite doing more damage, is less efficient for the Helltide, for the Infernal Horde than this. My Paladin is also really fun to play, but it's actually, again, also less efficient than the Druid. So right now, the way how the Druid is with everything, he's actually stronger for this specific purpose. Bursting Mosses, Anchored Mosses. No here. Bursting Mosses. We don't want more Soul Spires because Soul Spires are useless, but starting like with these Mosses early on and having like dudes come out is more reputation. Speed Farm Boulder with the Teleport Rune is fun. I don't think you need the Teleport Rune. I mean, sure, you could go for it, but I usually don't like that. You're fast enough, right? I mean, yes, you could get the Teleport Rune. Yes, you could also get like attacks to reduce your cooldown, your evade cooldown instead of like triple. There's some ways to do this. Arden or this Boulder build is great for farming. Yes, I mean, Arden is pretty good. Obviously, I don't play Arden. I play the other Paladin. So I guess the Wing Strike / Arden is definitely better for farming than going for Retribution. Retribution is literally the Pit Pusher boss killer. Looking for speed, there's obviously other stuff. Okay, we haven't got anything related now to Hellborn yet. 2 waves in. Sadness. Reset. Hellish Mosses, nice. Hellborn on Death. Let's double check. Yes. Hellborn on Death. What I like to see is that we can actually keep up with 4-man. Because usually there are some builds that when you do 4-man, like the Necromancer, he tends to die. Because Necromancer has a level of squishiness that can be upsetting, where he pretty much just exists and then suddenly he dead. That is something that the Druid doesn't have. It's just always tanky. There is a Retribution speed farm with Argent Veil. Yeah, but even with Argent Veil and even with a Retribution speed farm, it's better. It's better. Definitely Armament. So I agree. We should probably propagate that version too for the people that are looking for the speed. I just like to split things up a bit, right? I know exactly what my Paladin is there for now, what I want him to do. But I also know what I want other builds to do. The Argent Veil version is probably good with the automatic throwing of things. Okay, Hellborn, Ground, a Bone of the Ether. Yeah. And if we're going to hone in on it, we might as well just get some more out of it. We get our first, so in the first 3 waves now, chat, we get our first stash now. So we're looking to get 3 reputation caches per Infernal Horde. That'd be great. Sad part is that Bloodied wouldn't even be better, because the Bloodied Butcher doesn't give you any reputation as far as I'm aware. I don't like the spam evade playstyle. Me neither. I mean, Evade Spiritborn was fun to play during leveling, but then as soon as I get the max level, I just put it in the dumpster because I might have as well just shoot myself if I play that further. But everyone likes their playstyles different, so gotta accept that. Okay, come on, more Hellborn, Ether Fiends, Anchored Masses, Bursting Masses. We can start with 2 more. So going for Chaos Waves is not worth it because Chaos Waves are gonna lower your reputation. It sounds so weird, but it's literally that, right? Going for Chaos Waves might give you more Ether, but more Ether is useless. I don't like the Spiritborn. Evade Spiritborn. Spiritborn itself is strong. So, like, you have Crushing Hand Spiritborn. You have, like, Spiritborn in the endgame. Okay? It's quite fun. There are varied builds that you can work with. And the synergies of how the Spirit Halls together with the Uniques work together is kind of cool. Like, you go for the Harmony of Abawaka. Then you turn your 1 skill into a Tri Spirit Hall skill. It gets 120% bonus damage. You kind of, like, mix and match all these. And that's cool. It's kind of like nice build making and really fun to be had. Whereas like the leveling of Spiritborn is just spam evade. How do you get the full-blooded blues? You just put your character in normal mode and then just gamble some and you're good to go. Surging Hellborn +1 when spawned, but we should go for faster events. Nah, shit. We gotta go for more Hellborns when spawned. If they're coming, we need to get more out of it. I mean, I would have liked the further events, but we're good. We're almost at the second cache, Chad. This is working really good. Do you think we can do 3 caches in one Hell Tide? Like Infernal Horde? I mean, the theory seems to be adding up here. If we now could do this in a bloody tier 5 horde instead of like a normal Infernal Horde, that would be amazing. But for this, I need to boost my character further. I need to get gloves with core skill ranks on it. So that's going to be my chase today. Down with you. Burning Rain, Ether Feast here, more Hellborns. And obviously taking anything Hellborn related is always good. Oh, we should have taken the Fire, because the Fire actually says, like, can spawn Hellborns too. So you have, like, Hellfire can spawn Hellborns. So this has been not good boons for this strategy, and despite not getting good boons, we're still getting the results that I wanted to get. I just hope that they reverse the Sork teleport enchant changes in the expansion. Well, Hellreap, I assume that every class will get a movement. So I heavily assume that every class in Lord of Hatred will get a movement ability. If we end up in Lord of Hatred again, and there's a class that does not have a movement ability, I'm just going to puke, right? It's going to be the, like, Blizzard, you can't be that stupid. Like, seriously, you just can't. So yeah, let's hope they give everyone a movement ability, that we can all move around, and then reverting the Sork teleport would be fine. Okay, that's cache number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Massing masses. Yeah, Hellborn can now ambush. Because Hellborn can ambush, but we have plus to Hellborn. So now they can randomly appear in whatever. But if they randomly appear in whatever, like they did back there, then it's going to be more of them. Right? Oh, by the way, you probably have more caches than me because you're building up more of a kill streak. So I assume this strategy would work better if you're solo. So we're now doing this with 4 people, right? But you actually get more reputation if you're doing this whole thing solo. So I assume that's what we could recommend here. I mean, obviously, if you do it with more, you're still slaying more things. But I randomly think solo might be better just from a kill streak point consideration. Necro should have a movement speed ability. Everyone should have a movement ability. Right? Everyone. Okay, we got Exalted Hordes faster. Yes. Perfection. So we're definitely going to get 3. I mean, I only need 7k more reputation, and we're so close. See, that's already 2k reputation in, just like that. Despite having rather bad outcomes. We're almost sitting at the 4 caches. I guess 4 caches should be possible. If we do this solo, I guess with the solo kill streaks, 4 should be possible. The stream going very well, and we bought ourselves for 300 million boots with 7 ranks to Boulder. So the improvements are valid. We are cooking, and stuff's looking upwards and onwards. Okay, another Colossal Fiends is terrible. Draining Spires. Oh, this is all terrible. Like, I don't want to take the Colossal Fiends because that's going to spawn, like, Ether Lords, and Ether Lords are going to ruin the vibe. When we already have enough Ether that we need for... We have enough ether that we need for our... Bartuk. Honestly, I think we shouldn't have taken Ether Fiend spawn from Masters as well, because that would higher the chance for Hellborn to come out. Right? So yeah, Regizo, thank you for the 51 centuries. Regizo, welcome back, partner. Very good to see you there. We're doing well. Okay, we got 3 caches, ladies and gentlemen. And if we do this solo, we can definitely get 4 caches per run. Optimization for the win. And obviously we're getting the experience too. Let's not discount that. Would be better if we now could do this on Relentless. That would be... So I gotta push this character stronger that I can do this in Bloodied Hordes. I hit 1 trillion damage tick with my Sorg. That's amazing, sir. I mean, for Sorg, that's definitely respectable. Must be hacking. It's the only explanation. Core skills? No? No core skills? Okay, lads. Thank you. Do we do another one? Try to get 4? Does someone have another tenor? Because I don't have more tenors. I'm poor. Oh no, Def's left the party. Why Def's? Okay, we got Asian. We got Sierra still with me. I have 8, 6, and 10, but bloodied. Oh no, we need a normal tenor and I'm bloodied. Because I can't do tenor. So we need two more people, chat. We need 2 more people. So we can try out another run. Who comes? Who wants? Asian, now is your time to shine. Glyph actually gives really, really few bonuses, considering how much more the crit is actually given. Everwalk, we get you in. Yeah, those bloody... No, Asian probably has a tenor. I fully trust him. Look at him. Godslayer Crown Gamer. We love to have it. Okay, so Arbor Tier 4 increases aura potency by 30 and wing strike damage. Ah, I see. Mim, let's get you in. Last time the rest was missing Mim. Why no Bloody Tier 3? I think the Bloody Tier 3 gives slightly less reputation. Morph. I think it was 90 reputation per. And if you do it in Tier 4, you get 150 reputation per. Necro can't do Blood-Soaked well. You can do Blood-Soaked with Necro. It's just not worth it. So, Mim, did I add you? Mim, are you coming? Mim. See, Mim, beautiful. A Grave Bloom, look at that. Absolute Gamer, 3 ranks. You banger, look at you. Monster, max roll 2, 58%. Love to see it. You actually get a 49% roll, but you don't have a greater affix. I can see that. That's pain. At least the crit chance. 5 ranks to Golem Mastery. That's impressive. I like that. Oh, Cold Assist and 5 ranks to Hellband. Dude, you evil Knievel. Jesus. That's impressive, sir. Impressive. Can this help you, Sarah? Yes, Sarah, this can help me. I won't say no to it because I will not find one myself probably. If you want to get rid of that one, I'll gladly take it. So whoever has a tenor normal, please open. No bloodied. Mr. Ruin, thank you for the Prime subscription and support. Good to see you there, Major. Oh, it was just a casual billion hit there. We're doing it. Okay, Anchored Masses, no. We have no Soul Spires. Okay, normal events faster is a good start. So we're sitting at 4,000 rep. Let's count the thingies again. Thank you, Sarah. Let's try to make the most out of it. So we get Hellborn spawn, Hellborn from Masses, and like Hellborn bonus. I kind of miss the old times where, like, as much as I like the new Infernal Horde, right? I do hate what they did to Hellborn, because obviously it used to be you go Hellborn or nothing else, right? And it was the most fun when you get like these 20 gazillion Hellborns coming your way. God, was that beautiful. So I miss those times. Oh, I thought the wave was over already. I just stopped doing things. Well, I mean, stopped doing things. I just stopped spamming my keys. Okay, Hellborn, come on. Massing Masses is a reform on death is pretty good. Start the game day with. Love the Necro build. Me too, Christian. And yes, I'm ready for Crimson Desert. I'm currently working on my review for Crimson Desert. So you get some goodness before launch, pretty much. D2R is the real winner? No, but yes, but no. So, well, we get our first cache already done. Oops, I didn't even pay attention. Wait, are we 2 waves in and we get the first cache already done? That's a bit too quick. How? Okay, so we're 1 cache in. Masses can spawn Hellborn. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, things are shaping up to be good. But now we're not getting any Masses. Typical. So we get faster events. We got Masses can reform on death, right? And we get Hellborn popping out of them. Fantastic. Everything going according to plan. Oh, why are they suddenly giving 300 reputation per kill? It's usually 150 reputation per kill, but why is it 300 now? I mean, that obviously makes a huge difference. But why? Is it now? Is it bugged? I mean, you notice this, right? It just say here the tiny reputation numbers, so whenever we kill something, there's an elite plus 300 brutality. But before, we didn't get plus 300 brutality, so that makes obviously the Hellborn even crazier. No wonder, like, chat said they already got like four caches while I was still at my first cache, huh? I mean, we're like 4 waves in, and I'm sitting at cache number 2. But what are we doing different? Why are we suddenly getting 300? I'm nothing but confusion. That's cache number 2 now? Are you getting 300 rep 2 per kill? Okay, teaming Masses is Ether Fiends, but I kind of like, I'm happy Hellborn are coming out, but I don't want anything else to come out. So we're going to go for the Exalted Fiends here. I mean, someone else opened it up. Is it one of these bugs again where the one that opens it up does not get 300 reputation, but if someone else opens it up, you get 300 reputation? Bloodied aspect, maybe. Nah. I got hunger kill streak. No, I have reputation per kill streak, but I had that before too. So that couldn't be it. How do you get skill point from season chapter 1? You have to do the PvP event in the PvP area. Okay, that's very important. But not only do you have to do the PvP event in the PvP area, you also have to just make a new character afterwards then, and it's instantly done. So you do actually have to do the things that are written in there, and then you have to make a new character and log in with him. You're getting 450 reputation per. So what you're telling me, in order to max out this method here, we should get 2 rings that have bloody reputation. So you're getting 450 per. Well, then let's take this a notch further, should we? I mean, I can obviously not get a bloodied amulet. That's impossible for my build, but I can definitely get another ring. That's the thing. Okay, well, we gotta try another one. I mean, this is now, we get like box number 3 incoming already. So we could probably get 4 boxes, if not more. 5, maybe 5 or 6 per. Damn, that's crazy. Lolly friends. So, like, the way how to get Opticide a lot is just having friends, people to play with. You know, others that also get the treasure breach dungeons and the treasure rooms to then share with you. It's like the only. So that's the 3rd box from this run. Ryan, Opticide ain't bugged, but it's really bad. Okay, more Hellborn, Precious Spire, Soul Spire, Bursting Mosses, yes. Cheat code. Let's start the wave with a moss. Yeah. Okay, so if kill streaks give you more reputation, then you should really try doing this. You're getting 600 reputation. Geez, Sarah. That's crazy. But I assume your kill streak tiers are also higher than mine because you're probably just pelodoning things like really harder. I mean, with 1 kill streak tier, you only get 15% more. With 2, you get 30% more. With 3, you would then get like 45. This is 90% more reputation. Do you think it can't work, right? Okay, we're gonna try this solo, I guess. After we get the full reputation, then with the kill streaking and all of it. So after this, I need to gamble myself a ring with reputation. Okay, Fiends, Legion. Here, Elites have a chance to spawn as Fiends, but that doesn't help because Elites are already good, so we don't want that. Like, it sounds like you want Elites to spawn as Fiends, but Elites already count as like 4 reputation, so that's not worth it. Ruin, type in ! Discord. That should show you the current link that actually works. Because with the link when subscribing is kind of like a broken and buggeroonied. Fartuk, nice. Okay, I'm gonna keep the life on hit on this build, definitely, because it just works way too well. I could probably just put on Temerity Pans as well. Okay, we got the Spires here, Hellborn, no, Puffing Mosses. Puffing Moss is actually crazy, because now with all the things we just stuffed into the Mosses, right? Killing a Moss is gonna give us tons of ether as well. Probably like the absolute super pinnacle of this. We might even be able to go up to 666. So I think I got 4 caches already. I didn't pay attention because I think I got a cache in between, right? I'm not entirely sure. We're at 4 or 5 now. You try to plan any other druid builds? No, like I specifically do druid because of this build. There is obviously Pulverize, but Pulverize hasn't changed. I mean, like, Pulverize is literally as strong as Pulverize has ever been, and the build is exactly being built the same way it has always been built. So there's just no difference. The thing is, I can play Boulder without being a Werebear skill, but playing Pulverize without being an Earth skill is actually catching up to quite some damage loss, right? So like playing the Earth skill without being a transformative is possible. The other way around is not. Okay, Hellborn get even more ether. And we're good to go. So I think this is 4 or 5 boxes. But if I get my reputation up to 600, that would be mental. Okay, suddenly we're sitting at 800 plus ether. And look at that 10,000 rep, chat. I just made 10,000 rep in no time. Boom, that's the next one. Holy, Hagi, thank you for your 10 gifted subs. Hagi, good to see you there. Very good to have you with us, Hagi. Appreciation. Oh man, what a beautiful farming strat. Like absolutely nifty. So we were 10 chests. Okay, chat, 10 chests is what we had. Now I wonder how many more we're gonna have when we arrive in Cap Bardu. We're at 10. Bartuk. We're like another 400 left for the next chest too. Oh, I just lost my cooldown. I lost my cooldown. Back to Cap Bardu. Yeah, cool, I mean, sorry. Okay, I need a ring with reputation, and Sierra wanted to give me a pair of gloves. First, let's clear out this inventory quickly. Nothing interesting in there because it's not bloodied. Okay. See, we got 6. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 caches from 1 run. Okay, that's mental. I need to get a ring with reputation though now. So this one doesn't have reputation. I need to get a ring with increased experience. No, I don't want salvage materials. Wait. Oh shit, I have nothing to give you back. So we got the item of items, ladies and gentlemen. The core skills. Akatron, good to see you there. Good to see Portugal. Okay, boys. We get another one, but I need to get the reputation first. Shout out to Sierra, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we got reputation. I have none with reputation. Okay. Oh. Does someone have a bloody reputation ring? Because I don't seem to have a single bloody reputation ring. Oh, that's bad. Why do I not have one? I mean, I just need more flesh, which is the problem. I don't have more flesh to offer. Right? No, I don't need anything for the Necro. I have one Mim with Mastery. I do actually have a triple stat at 1. So why wouldn't I? That's just all bad. I just need one with reputation, not with XP. The multiple Smitty that come Smitty. Bring. So we can do more testing. Here we get this one. With a boulder. That's what worked for you. It doesn't matter if I can use it. Like, I just have to be able to use it, right? So I just have to re-roll the main stat. Battle tag. Here. Goodness, how do you write hashtag on an international keyboard? Go back to German, you little shit. Murder Butcher for more flash? I don't. We could actually just go murder the Butcher for more flash. Yeah, that's true. But if here Smitty has one, we're going to get Smitty in. So we're going to solve that problem here. So Smitty sent a friend request. We're going to get him cooking. We're going to have to masterwork this quickly. 5 to core skills. Ladies and gentlemen. So we're now sitting officially at 27 ranks. That is 252%. So those 5 ranks to core skills added another 50% bonus damage. Let's check Smitty's Paladin. We got Godslayer. We got the Rampage with a crit. We got your 390%. Pretty good, sir. I like it. Oh, you get an Opus as a Crucible weapon. I'm not jealous at all because I totally did not accidentally break my Opus this morning. You know, I did totally not accidentally break my Opus. That would be crazy. Are blooded items we gamble even tradable? Good question, right? Yeah, they're account bot, right? I remember that. Like that was my question down the line. Is like, are they even tradable? Yeah, we got a few strong rooms. That's okay. Don't worry, brother. I got this covered because I have the... What's it called again? Put all of this away. I have bloody caches. They're going to solve the problem for us. And otherwise, I just have to kill the broiler quickly. So, let's just get a ring with reputation. It shouldn't be too hard. Here. Increase kill streak, salvage... Hunger items, experience. Oh, Smitty doesn't work now. Let's check. By the way, you can get the reputation as a greater affix too. Bloodied. This is experience. I don't need experience. No. I need reputation. No experience. No experience. Reputation or bust. Make me accidentally pick it up now, Smitty. This is Rampage. Hunger. Okay, none of this. Wait, let's open up that. All good, Smitty. You know, you just deceived me. That's fine. My feelings are not hurt. I'm just sad and deceived. No one get hurt. Everything is fine. We're all good. I'm gonna have to keep this. Did I just get boots with 3 good affixes? So what we just learned is, Chad, I need to move my masterwork for the YOLOs onto the reputation. Correct? Can we kill the butcher quickly, lads? If you have time, Jabberwock and Azura. I just need to kill the butcher for flash so we can gamble a reputation ring. You've been hitting every masterwork first try. It's I'm hacking. I'm obviously hacking. I didn't want to come out this way, but is what it is. Like, right? Where we're hacking. Okay, we're gonna finish this quest quickly, then we can kill the butcher multiple times in a row. Come here, Mr. Butcherman. Very transparent of you, right? You know, sometimes you just gotta do the do. I'm a meat grinder. Meat grinder. I'm a meat grinder. Hello, Mr. Butcherman. Goodbye, Mr. Butcherman. Does he on first kill actually drop like flash? I don't think he does, right? Yeah. This is over Jon Snow. Then she comes. And I can leave, right? And then I can do the broiler properly. Okay, I'm full again. At least we get some strong rooms now, so that's good. Broiler, summon. I'm coming, my friend. How many? Just enough to get some flesh for gambling, Jabber. We can do like 3 or so. It should be fine. It's not like I need a single item from him. Poor guy. Fresh meat. Fresh meat. Just pick up the greater affix items and leave the rest on the ground. Actually, which amulet? Yeah, we just get the Bloodmad Idol, right? Bloodmad Idol does obviously not work for this character. Give me reputation. Do, 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 do. And then we can try the ultra grind, ladies and gentlemen. The ultra grind. Okay, one more. No, like 2. Dos more. I got 60. Yeah, two more. We're fine. Meat grinder. I should probably check how high I could scale the animal version as well. But I kind of like that we're playing the human version. Makes me happy. Okay, one more. And then we're good. Rust-bitten dirk. Such a useless weapon. I can't wait for Crimson Desert to release. I just hope the controls won't be too clunky. That's like the one concern, but I guess you can get used to everything, end of the day. I mean, if clunky controls is the only negative part to Crimson Desert, I'm fine. You know what I mean? There are things that ruin games, and there are things that inconvenience games. Okay, so let me teleport out. Oh, not this way. And then we need one more, Chan. So we have one more spot open for an Infernal Horde, so we can test the super reputation Infernal Horde in a bit. But I first need to get my ring, so you don't have to come yet. Just saying, take your time. I'm just saying we're gonna close. Obsidian, good to see you there. Okay, we got 5,000 mead. I need a reputation ring. Right, it doesn't matter if it's like greater affixed or not, right? I'm gonna take a normal bloodied ring as well. So this is gold. Experience. Oh, goodness. Okay, experience. Gold. Gold. Kill streak. Dude. Reputation. Thank you very much. I just sold it. So we're going to have to kick my Starless out, which is a bit of a bummer. So who wants to come? We need your BattleNet ID. It's another one with reputation. Nice. We're gonna have to sell all of you. Don't accidentally destroy my ring. Then we're going to temper this with resource for Wrath skills, because then I don't need the Ring of Starless. Obviously, it would be better if this one here was greater affixed, but hey, I'll take what I can get. So whoever gives me their battle tag first can join up. Loyal will get you. Give me a moment. Just trying to beat the system here. What's better, Boulder or Pulverize? That really depends on what you're aiming for, my friend. What if you're looking for overall performance, aka push as deep as you can in the pit? Pulverize will be better. So it really comes down to your personal goals. I mean, if you're just looking to beat the seasonal journey, for example, then this will be more than good enough. Ah, man, I need this. I really need it in greater to not run out of resource, or it's going to be awkward. Can you even get... Oh, no, wait. You can't get it as a greater affix on a normal item, right? I'm an idiot. I'm like trying to get this as greater affix, but it doesn't actually work on a normal item, does it? Ignore that. Okay, we need to get this on the reputation. 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 Did you just drop me another reputation ring? God damn it. I hate you so much. Okay, so all the resources I just wasted, let's just waste them again. Okay. So now that we did all of this, let's just do it again. I mean, it's not like that we don't have the resources to do this. We do. Oh no, I just re-rolled it again because I was clicking too hard. What does reputation do for you? Well, so what we're doing right now is we're just going for a cash grind, because caches are the best items to get when it's down to goodness, thank you. Caches are the best items to get when it comes down to... Ah, there we go. Getting the sigils and everything running together. So yeah. What kind of boulder aspect can I play? Earth skills. We got storm, werewolf, landslide. I don't think I have like another... aspect that can work. Fortify. Retaliation. We got just general damage aspect. Yeah, for every ulti I use, we just stack up. No, here, not Epigeek Fear Ultimate. Which one is called again? 30% more. Oh, Brawler's aspect, right? Yeah. Okay, so we get this one. Someone open the 10-wave horde. I tried solo horde now and I'm getting 150 and was getting 600 when I party with you. Something was bugged. Yeah, it might be that you get more reputation with more people. I'll have to see. Any build link in the description of the video is a build link. But we are working on like fine-tuning that even more. So we now put our... Oh, I forgot to change the aspect. Did I change the aspect on the wrong ring? Boys, give me a second. I'll be right back. I need to change the aspect again. Don't start yet. Oh, I've changed the aspect on the wrong ring. So I'm getting 26. I'm getting 50 2% rep per kill streak tier. Summoned Hellborn, ladies and gentlemen, let's clunk and go. Okay, pay attention to how many caches we have and how much reputation we're getting. So if we get this back up, see, now we're getting 150 again. Or we last time got 300 right away. So something is clearly bugged about reputation in that regard. On how it works. And we're going to try this solo, obviously. And then see where to go. See, that's like all at 150 now. Uh-huh. Make it make sense, chat. Make it make sense. So someone, though, got 450 reputation per kill. So how do we replicate this feat now? Hellborn, no. We gotta get more events. Is it that if everybody has it, it stacks by accident? Dude, I don't know. I mean, like, so now, so far, someone has opened it twice instead of me. Yeah, I'm getting 450 with no streak, no rep item right now. So, but when? Does it make sense, like, when you join the instance? I would really like to find out how to make it that we get more reputation forced. And you definitely want to have, like, I guess this one here, right? Seasonal reputation from all sources. Teaming mosses here. Hellborn. No, you choose the wrong one. Whoever chose the Chaos wave, you chose the wrong one. This wave does nothing for us, for our reputation. Whatever, you've seen Bloodsoaked. Oh, the Retribution Paladin can farm Bloodsoaked. But you need a very maxed out Retribution Paladin. So we're talking like 100 glyphs. Max rolled aspects. That kind of stuff. Yeah, it's still 150 per, not more. Weird. Asian, I want to be you, and I want to get the 450 as well. Masses. Is it normal that so much lesser, greater items drop? I mean, we played times bloody boss and then just normal exotic items. What do you mean? So uniques generally have a very low drop chance with greater affixes unless you do Belial. But generally speaking, you're getting a lot of normal greater affixed items. So if you're looking for greater affixed uniques, yes, they're crazy low. But that's normal. That has been like that now for a while. If you want them, you have to kill Belial. So what we figured out is that Asian is definitely hacking. I mean, they're just like here, increase reputation from kill streaks. So I guess with the bonus reputation, I would have to now try out doing it solo to see how much that gives me. How much rep per butcher kill? Butcher doesn't give reputation per kill, Katie. So this is the scam, I know. Bosses don't actually give reputation. So if you kill the Relentless Butcher, that's useless. It's the actual elites that give you this. That's why we're farming the Hellborn. But we still now have to identify how we increase our reputation. I mean, obviously it's a bug, but I would still like to know for scientific purposes. If a Crackling Lightning Sword, Crackling Lightning Sword can go up to multi-billions of damage with perfect equipment. However, you're best off doing the Paladin. If you want to do Blood-Soaked stuff, you're best off doing the Paladin. But I hope they will actually rebalance the Blood-Soaked stuff as they should, because it's completely unbalanced, right? That would be nifty. Come on, give me another Bloodborne. Fiendish Legion, no. Ether Goblins. Yeah, actually that works. Because the bonus Ether Goblin spawns are giving you... They're also reputation. So you get the Hellborn. The Hellborn can ambush us. We get some random Ether Goblins now too. On top of everything that we get going on. Hodabar can kill tier 7 too. Max out Hodabar probably, right? With like all the mythics and the grandfather and that kind of stuff. I assume if you just have a normal legendary Hodabar, you're not going to do it. Just strategy for stashing D4. Do you put different characters with their own stash and then runes and consumables? No, I pretty much just jam everything in. Then I have a stash for runes and one stash for sigils right now. That's it. The stash is actually surprisingly empty, generally speaking. So I'm just not a hoarder anymore. I've grown up. I'm better now. Opticide drop rates, yeah, I don't see that coming. I mean, if they wanted Opticide drop rates to be different, they would be different, right? But I mean, it's not a surprise that Opticide drop rates are like that. They were like that on the test server as well, so we knew what was coming. So this was in the parameters they were planning with. Why ever? I mean, I still don't believe that the developers are actually playing the game normal, right? I know like Diablo 4 has game testers, in-house game testers, but I'm pretty sure they have a dev tool, and whenever they get into like shortages for anything, they just spawn the materials for themselves, right? Because I'm sorry, but I don't believe that the devs are playing the game like we do. Because otherwise, I can really not explain the item shortages in between. Because if any dev was testing this seriously, some stuff beforehand, right? If everything is balanced and works, then they would quickly notice that material shortages are painful and just frustrating. So yeah, is that. I actually got the Melted Heart of Selec and I melted it. Oh, Dorian, I don't think this is the worst season. I think this is actually a very good season, but it's a very short-lived season, so I think that most people are going to be done after 7 days and not more. This is extremely short-lived season. Really, like, just go through, get the stuff done, get your character bloodied. Notice that you can't be blood-soaked. Wait for an update on the blood-soaked, and then, like, you know, play again if there is an update on the blood-soaked or not. 2 Etheric Master to start. Yeah. I could only play until 230, but 230 is pretty good. Sure. I mean, this was meant to be a filler season. The only reason, like, you should play this season... so, how do I say this now? The only goals you should have as a casual this season is finish the Dark Ages thingy. So you have all the Doom cosmetics, and also finish the Seasonal Journey. Those are kind of like the 2 goals I would have set myself as a casual player, because there are 2 reasonable, achievable goals to do, right? And then you're kind of done. Come on, pit runs are empty. Yeah, I missed the eyes. I think the Belial thing should have been a permanent addition. Definitely to the pit. But it might be... So the Belial thing might be coming with the new skill trees. So chat, in case you forgot, like we have these... We're going to get these skill trees for our activities, right? And I bet you there's going to be a pit skill tree that allows you to put Belial in the pit just like we had it before now. This is undeniable. Okay, we got reliquaries, by the way, and we are sitting at 103 Doom. Wow, I thought we had more. This is quite a spaghetti setty. How few we have. I miss Turner Doom. Yeah, you get it really slow. And I don't think you actually get the Doom experience in Helltide and Infernal Hordes. So actually doing Infernal Hordes here for the reputation grind is kind of like, eh. Dorian, thank you for the subscription and support. Dorian, welcome as a new supporter. Thank you very much, my friend. Oh, out of my way, nerd. Pop, pop, pop. Destroyed. Not sure how many Doom things I actually get over with already. So I think we get like a couple of caches from this, and we actually get 1,500 ether. Like we haven't even been trying to maximize ether, right? We just spammed like the things and try to get the stuff. That's about it. Thank you very much. Sad amount of that. Okay, thank you, my friends, for helping us so thoroughly with pushing through this stuff. Now the only problem is that we have to find out why reputation is bugged. And why reputation is working that way, right? Once we have that done, it's good. Put this one back on. The other. Try to teleport last to the Horde. I was last to the Horde this time, I think. But it could be something. You're not wrong. So it could easily be the cause of happenings. We need to quickly go to Duriel. Try something. I've done 3 T4 Bloody Lair bosses and the seasonal won't finish. Why? Because you need to do a greater Bloody Lair boss. It says here, greater Lair boss in Bloodied. Greater Lair bosses are Duriel and Dariel and the Harbinger of Hatred, plus the Broiler. So I assume you didn't do greater bosses. I assume you did non-greater bosses. You hit 63.3 billion and you're just Paragon. Yeah, I mean, Paladin is completely ridiculous, out of control, and stupid. You're not wrong. Are you gonna make a Sork? Probably not. I wanted to make a Fireball Sork, but I don't see me being able to do that in a timely manner. Ow. Mom, he's gonna eat me. Mom! And we popped out of him. We're gonna be stronger. I mean, everything is going to be stronger with the next update, because you have to consider that they're reworking everything and they're 100% gonna screw something up. Right? I mean, there's no way they're not gonna screw something up. There's absolutely zero way. Oh, that... That tiny ball of rice killed me. That tiny ball of rice just killed me. We have some toughness. Guess my resistance is not resistancing. That's certainly something we could be working on. This is going definitely better than before, but it's still just not a boss killer build, right? So it does the trick, but not a boss killer build. At least not the version we're doing here. That's a 50% version, ladies and gentlemen. But sadly, it's a 50% version with low rolls. So we're going to keep our 48. Guess I'm going to keep the 48 until I get a final roll in actually higher. Oh, we forget to temper our crit too. We're still missing the aspect of retaliation as well. I hope they buff Druid the common expansion. I mean, Druid is going to get a bear companion. You should definitely expect everything to be buffed with the next expansion because it will be, inevitably. Just due to the whole game changing. So don't worry. Everything is going to be different, stronger, better. Yes, I hope Druid is going to get the love that Druid clearly deserves. But I also hope that Necro gets a movement skill. Actually, Druid needs a movement skill too, because Druid does not have a movement skill. I mean, sure, you get Trample. Right, chat? You can use Trample to move faster. Oh, that was a lot of greater affixes for one normal dude. We get willpower on the Godslayer Crown as a greater affix. That's not bad. That's quite nifty. Right? So we're going to do now Pit 75. That's the, obviously, seasonal goal, right? Item upgrade. Probably should try to masterwork the willpower. Cooldown reduction works as well. Just trying to do something unreasonable here, like trying to masterwork the willpower. And either I get cooldown reduction now or willpower. Oh, I was gonna keep cooldown reduction then. We need buck and what? That's 4% more willpower per kill streak tier. So let's see. How do I get more damage with Golem Necro? You have to have the aspects maxed out. You have to have your glyphs towards level 100. The Paragon points. The legendaries with their percentages. Hard percentaging. Right? Remember, chat, when doing 1 billion damage was kind of like cool, and you were like, look at me, I'm doing 1 billion damage. And now it's like, oh, wow, you do 1 billion? Loser! It's not even a double-digit billion. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, try with a friend, and you get 150 if you teleport first, 300 second, 450 third, and 600 if you teleport last. Interesting. So that means you need 3 goons, and then you always need to teleport in last. Definitely the illegal content creator way of farming things. That was a 2 billion hit. Let's go. Chat. The possibilities are endless. So one thing we gotta try out is, it's like the farm version, right? The human farm version. If we now swap this over to the bear version, how much more damage we would be dealing? Definitely something we need to figure out. But I'm actually really fine with the farm version right now. This has achieved exactly what I wanted it to achieve. So what happens? Guardian's Lair. That's 75 in 3 minutes. That's good. The advantage of the bear version is that you can just stay in bear form, and you actually get another overpower from the bear version that you don't otherwise have. Let's get Keeper upgraded. So we're gonna get these two to legendary, and then we'll have to see if we can get the version further. Okay. How's the Druid Rick side? The Druid is doing very well. So pretty much everything we wanted to achieve, achieved. It's super fun farming. The thing is that the Godslayer Crown is definitely king. There's no questions asked about that. But I'm pretty sure we would actually do more damage if we go for the full... I mean, it was from the beginning clear that we would do more damage if we go for the bear version. So the human version is interesting. And I love what the Godslayer Crown does. Okay, that's 2 billion more regularly. I see like regular billions. Not only regular billions, the rest of the smashing and dashing is doing a lot too. How long are you streaming for today, sir? A bit longer. I mean, I got quite some stuff to do. We want to actually get you the Druid video today for the people that are interested in the meat grinder. But before we do that, obviously we still have to trial the bear version, because I just need to see how much higher the damage would be. Right? For that, we need to quickly farm a Vasili's Prayer. Oh, there was a 3 billion hit. Oh, that's from the blast shrine. No, I got tricked. So happy about my 3 billion hit. Do you have any Zeal uniques? No. I didn't hoard any uniques this season. My stash is like really sad. Just has like a variety of rings in this, and that's pretty much it. Just a variety of rings. That's about. I wonder if we would play Gethlin's Birthright. Oh, does anyone know where Gethlin's drops from? We could play this for this version. Hmm. So that would still allow me to play the human version, but then just get a bit more out of it. Not sure. Okay, so quickly read. Where are you coming from? Beast of Eyes and Urval. So we need Beast of Eyes. What's a good farming build for the Paladin? I'm using the Retribution, but I feel a bit slow. Oradin is faster farming-wise. There's also a build with the Arbiter Ring. I think it's called the Argent Ring or something. So the Arbiter Ring, and the Arbiter Ring has you, on evade, cast the Shield of Retribution. Then you're pretty much an evade build. That works. You have the Celestial Wing build too, which is kind of good. There are a few options to do things different. Come on, we got you there, sir. Where's farming great? I mean, Paladin, it doesn't matter what you do with Paladin, you're going to be farming great, sir. There's no questions asked that Paladin builds are going to be wholesale turning out good. And we really have to intentionally make a bad build to have a bad build, right? So, oh, that didn't give me what I was looking for. Oh no, we get robbed! Rob. I'm not sure if this would even make things better, but I still need to check. There would be a solution that allows me to keep my fantasy alive, right? Helm. So, Gathlin says, while in human form, every nature magic critical strike against bosses grants Anima of the Forest for 15 seconds. Anima of the Forest grants the perfect storm and earthen might key passive. So what would happen is that if I equip this helmet in boss fights, okay, just in boss fights, for nothing else, that you could get Anima of the Forest, and it would add another 70 increased critical strike damage to your skills, right? And you would get another 80% damage, like that, right? The perfect storm. And then isn't there a... There's an Earthen Might. There is the... You have Mighty Storm, where Earthen Might key passive also applies to storm skills, but you don't want that. So you could apply the helmet and get another 70% multiplier if you wanted to, plus the willpower multiplier anyways, plus the ranks to humanity, which is actually good, plus the movement speed while in human form. Yeah. I wonder if that actually would lead to, just for specific doing bosses, if that would actually lead to more damage or not. That's a buck what? What? I almost disenchanted everything in my inventory and broke that. How much vulnerability damage do you currently have? Not much. So how far does this build up now? I mean, this is not for the pit, technically, but I just want to know. As you notice, now we're not pulling anything together because we're not playing the... Godslayer Crown. And the pit is somewhat neglectable, so we're fine about that. We have like 0 pull together skill, which makes me sad. Okay, Anima of the Forest is stacking up like really quick, so that's good. This is here Anima. So as you can see, like it stacks up like in no time. Pretty much just exists. But we're not gravitating everyone towards us, so that's frustrating. But we did a 3 billion hit, so the damage is definitely higher with the helmet, which is not surprising, I guess. The thing is, we literally have to like change nothing about our gameplay. We just have to keep zooming. 6 billion hit. Not double digits, but at least something. Wonder how fast it stacks up against bosses. That's a good question. Having to run to everyone makes me sad, though. Is Boulder Druid doing good? Yes. It's not insane, but it's doing good. So, like, I think it's right now it's a lover build, right? You look at it and you're like, yeah, man, I really like playing Boulder. Me too. I really like playing Boulder too. Okay, we have to get the Anima of the Forest up really quick. Yeah, let's test it against a Torment 4 boss. Best way to test it against. Here, back to the Gaping Crevasse. Because we know how much damage we did against that. Oh, did I not upgrade my... I didn't upgrade my thingy. It's fine. It's fine. I can upgrade it next run. I feel like Enema of the Forest here, 150 stacks, right? And this is going to be another 70%. 30. Is it going to give us more damage? We will see. Repair your armor? My armor is not even scratched, sir. You go repair your armor. Mine isn't even dented. Oh god, I lost my boulders. I lost my boulders. Mistakes were made. We're doing way more damage. Interesting. I mean, obviously it helps to have humanity because humanity is here. It's 5% more damage and we had 5 rings, so it's another 25% damage take, which is nice. But let's actually see when we... I mean, that damage is like really nifty now. I made myself unkillable and then I died because I died. Oh no, I'm gonna overpower. Oh. The new helmet is definitely helping, but I would still not wear it for what is it called again? I know would not wear it for Hell Ties and so on. But it's like, it's a good swap that you can instantly have, right? I mean, it does help that this one has 26% bonus willpower and it has the 3% willpower stacker, because you pretty much get like 2 willpower stackers now. So you have the willpower stacking from Gathlins, and you have the willpower stacking from that. What we could find out if we want to play Temerity, because we're technically overhealing with life on hit, and that would give me an infinite barium. Kind of funny. Maybe we just want it to be absolutely undying. I should stop doing that. I should stop doing that. You need to repair your armor? No, I'm not dying there because my armor is bad. I'm dying there because Duriel does a lot of boom boom damage. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't have any more shards of agony. Cool. We could probably... We still haven't gotten T-Bolt's Will. Like, I haven't seen any T-Bolt's Will this season. Does T-Bolt's not drop? No, it only drops from a Dario? And I'm wondering why I'm not getting T-Bolt's Will. It's because it actually doesn't drop from him anymore. Robbed. I'm just like wondering where it is. Where's my T-Bolt's Will? Why am I not getting it? Because it's not dropping from him, chat. He's not. Who would have guessed? 3 Roderick Strong Rooms is pretty nice. Let's pick that one up.
It is done.
Temerity was from Lord Zur last time I checked. But I want T-Bolt, so what do I need? Let's do this quickly because I don't want to bang my head against a wall here. Is it worth buying D4 wait for Crimson Desert? It's always worth buying D4. However, if you want to start for the first time ever, you might want to wait for Lord of Hatred because the game is going to change significantly. So that's probably worth the wait. And then after Crimson Desert, you can start and go crazy. The time between Hell Tides, 5 minutes. Not more, not less. Just 5 minutes. Okay. Overwhelmed. And where's my T-Bald's Will? Come on. Look, Mom, I got an axe with 3 greater affixes. That's totally not frustrating or anything. Also, still haven't gotten T-Bald's Will yet. With Temerity and Life on Hit, you would pretty much over Life and then over Barrier the whole time, which is actually interesting. T-Bald's Will. He doesn't even drop T-Bolt's Will, Chan. Has any one of you this season seen T-Bolt's Will? Is it just me? Am I just unlucky? Can't be the only one. Get 2 of them. Well, more power to you, sir. You probably need 2 of them because your ego is so big. I'm pretty sure I destroyed quite some greater affix T-Bolts will already. Because I just simply didn't think I would need T-Bolts this season. I mean, I didn't expect to play Druid, right? So it just happened. Amulet with a greater affix. And a pants. We had T-Bolts finally, chat. I assume. Okay, so we got 1 T-Bolts with 12er, and we got 1 T-Bolts with a 16er, at least then. And we get a greater affix lockerings, which we can like just smear in our hair. Gamble bows meat and obolds. Neither do I have meat nor do I have obolds currently. It's not really worth it. Another pair of pants in bloodied, Chan. That's a temerity. That's funny. I wasn't even looking for temerity. Okay, so with the T-Bolt's pants here. Oh, there's a 400% greater affixed, 15%. It's not bad, you know. Like you have this flying around rather than not having flying this around. Okay, let's take the critical strike chance, which is actually good to have. So these pans are quite nice and nifty. So do tier 7 brother and get 6k meat per run. Yeah, I'll just do that. No problem. With T-Bolt's pants out, we're just dying. Sitting at enough HP, especially when we hit the ground. Temerity, we would just never have to worry about dying again. So we got 13 and 16. That's like a very clutch overlap. Because the problem is whenever you forget using your... Whoa, hurricane instantly. You're going to have your boulders flying out. So that's terrible. You need to pay really close attention to the hurricane. Otherwise you're screwed. All in all, slightly stronger, obviously. Does Chico for once kaput tunnel? No. I just hold left mouse button down and I spam right mouse button. Now, I've never had problems in my right hand. Like, my arm is actually my left arm on the keyboard that's struggling. So this build is like zero carpal tunnel inducing. As you just go left and right mouse button, pretty much. Now, I think everyone is different. Some people seem to also have problems in their right arm with their mice. Never understood how that happens. I mean, you barely do anything with your mouse, but click a few buttons. You're clicking frantically? No, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're not hardcore clicking because it doesn't require it. Just have to click enough to just get these rotating. But once you have them rotating, you just have to keep enough in orbit. So it's not about like getting as many as possible. It's about getting a constant stream of them, right? That's the goal, kinda. Pretty bad roll in the aspect. I mean, it's 16%, right? It's okay. And when we become unstoppable for 6 seconds in total, and then we just have to do it again and again and again. Oh, let's go tier 4. Do the Duriel test. Oh, actually, I can do the broiler test. Does the Shield of Retribution build clear the blood-soaked sigils? Yes, once you have it far enough optimized, Aditya. So you have to get your glyphs to level 100. You have to get your aspects max rolled and that kind of stuff. But then you can do blood-soaked. Really wish you could just get Boulder to reset the 10th Boulder instead of running out. I wish there was a way to play it more deterministic, because right now you're just spamming boulders, okay? And you're obviously don't want your boulder to... You don't want your non-overpowered boulders to remove the overpowered boulders. However, you don't really have a say in that, because your non-overpowered boulders will always override your overpowered boulders. So I wish there was a way to play that a bit more deterministic and decide if that happens or if that not happens. All right. That's just something I kind of want to have. Why do I not die there? Because we're getting, what is it called again? Because we're having like the life on hit, so as long as he's alive, I'm alive, kind of thingy. When do you think we'll get the new PoE League? Mid of May? Not before. I mean, that's guaranteed. There's no way we're gonna get it before mid of May. So long way to head. Okay, if I now save this build, ladies and gentlemen, and we would replace the human glyph through outmatch. No, not outmatch. Doesn't work. Fang and Claw probably. Yeah. Or Headhunter. It doesn't really matter. And then we would change the aspect. Oh no, I need to get Zilly's Prayer quickly. So we need to test something. Just got Selig of a normal tier 4 Varshan, probably rarer than a mythic at the meat vendor these days. Oh, Meltheart of Selig is beautiful. If you want to play Barbarian. Do you think the Mythic Heart of Select would make this build uber tanky? You cannot play it. You need the Dormant Stone. You simply can't play this build without Dormant Stone. It's literally impossible. So, not that I've Select, no worky work. Also, we could just play Temerity and we would be undying. So that's that. I don't require anything else. Oh, Varsh. So we're trying to get a helmet. We get a 400% here, and we get a 380% there. With the two worst greater affixes in the world. I mean, you literally get a 2 greater affix Rotten Lightbringer. And the game was like, hey, here, have a Rotten Lightbringer. But to put a twist on it, you get the worst. Is Season 12 looking good so far? Season 12 is quite some fun. I mean, if you haven't played in a while, the game has so many changes, you're going to be overwhelmed. That's for sure. There's the helm, finally. I say finally, but it only took me 2 tries. It's still a finally. Okay, that is Vasilis, because we needed to try out something. Do. Skill tree, when you pull the humanity out. And put that into quick shift. Backlash. That in, that out. We got one in here. One is enough. Actually, one is enough. We don't actually need to put a opponent in there because you get the 10 seconds already. Oh, we can put the 3 points into heightened sense if we wanted to. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, screw that. Screw you. That would allow me now to change the aspects. So we're currently from... We get Rabbit. Rabbit Beast is also a lot of damage. So Rabbit Beast says deal more poison damage. While shapeshifted, your direct damage is converted into poison damage. Then we got Boulder, and we got Retaliation. So that's that on this, just quickly. That's the only thing you actually have to change, so we don't have to change that much, as you can see. And then we're going to do the same Pit 70. Ah, we still need to get the Buck What rune. Yeah. So that one is... Pull that out, get the buck, get the mud quite sick. What? What power would be best? What power would be best? What power would be best? Thank you. I'm already gonna have this, and we're gonna like try to get it, right? So what we did now is, in case you wonder, if you now use this and that, and then you turn here into a bear, right? And now you're going to be a bear. The advantage of being a bear is that you don't have to pulverize in between anymore, because we did actually have to pulverize in between every now and then, which is kind of like really annoying. But it's also that you're... can use some more shifting bonuses for some more bonus damage. We haven't done that now. So I need to finish this dungeon and then redo it again. So surprisingly, the aspect combo is not that much more damage yet. But again, we have to use our shifting to get like more shifting bonuses. So what happens is that when you have the werebear stuff going on, that your boulder becomes also a werebear skill. And now all werebear bonuses apply to the boulder automatically. But surprisingly or unsurprisingly, as actually not leading to much more damage. That humanity was really kicking off with the Gathan's Birthright. The biggest advantage is, though, that you're just getting every 10 seconds another Overpower that you don't get when you're consistently in human form, right? And since we want Overpower boulders, it's nothing to underestimate. The non-Uber build, I mean, we're the Ring of Starless Skies is bonus, but you don't require it. But the Ring of Starless Skies can be played without. Because you can just temper, like, Wrath guilds give you... What's it called again? Wrath skills give you resource on cast. And suddenly you're always sitting at resourced out. I'm gonna try this here with Temerity in a second, because I want to see like how much more useful this can be. In the shapeshift passive too from Werebear, right? It's not worth it though. You like, so the key passive you get also without the Werebear. So surprisingly less damage. It's funny. Surprisingly less damage. Should I craft Starless or Shroud? Shroud is usually better. Works on more builds. Starless can always be supplicated for something else, right? You can always choose a different item. Whilst Shroud doesn't have that opportunity. I mean, either you have Shroud or you don't have Shroud. And if you don't have it, it kind of sucks. So... that's an interesting find. Let's go back to retaliation on the weapon. Actually, we get the new retaliation now. That's cool. And we get the crash stone aspect. And we can move the human form in. And now we want Temerity. Fuck. What? Definitely have to get more buck runes. We're gonna go kill. Herder. Lord Zer. Herder. Temerity. Yes, Lord Zer, right? Yeah. Let's see about this. We bring the storm, we bring the thunder, we bring a little bit of everything. So what you need is this temper here. Casting Wrath skills restores resource, and you're gonna have your boulder cost like 40 resource, and then you're just good to go. Never have to worry again. Oh, I didn't put my skill points back in. Oops. Kind of forgot to move the skill points back in. Humanity back up. Give me Temerity. Should we try to get it as greater affix right away? I mean, at least at like close to 100%. See, that's 100% temerity, guys. Very good. What does temerity do? If you heal beyond 100%, right? So you're at full HP and then you full HP harder. You are going to produce a barrier. So like essentially over barrier, right? Which will allow you to probably play way less defense. So let's get out of here because we got what we wanted. Never going back, sir. If you want to go back, you anyways have to buy all the expansions, so be aware of that. Going back ain't just a simple affair of just coming back. You just gotta get yourself all the expansions. Okay, so we got a lucky hit chance to heal, right? We got healing received, armor, max life, and if we overheal, we get barrier. Or as we overheal, we get barrier because we will overheal. Sapphires, 2 of them. Let's see. So what's happening now? As we activate everything, chat. See my barrier? It was just automatically spawned by starting to damage. So we're having life on hit. That means I just have like the full barrier up at any given point. Don't really have to care about anything anymore. It can just waltz into stuff, right? Very useful, especially because like every hit just automatically restores it. So even if they scratch my shield will just get instantly back up. That was a 4 billion hit, chat. Let's go. So the human version working like a charm. But still more like a lover build than anything else. Keep that in mind, chat. Lover build. Better druid build would probably be pulverize, but who wants to do pulverize when you can do something stupid instead? Okay, we got 13-second. Yeah, there's really just this 2-second overlay. It's like I prefer there to be a bigger overlap in case you wonder, because like with this very short chance between the things, it's kind of like you could get yourself killed. Can't have that happening. I tried Dragonkin yet? I played Dragonkin when they had the first version early access out. It's fun, but I wasn't too terribly impressed by it. It's a good, interesting game to play, but that's it. How do you make the boulders rotate around you? You simply need to have a unique called the Dolmen Stone. The Dolmen Stone makes those boulders rotate around you as long as there is a whirlwind up. So step 1, have a whirlwind. Step 2, spam boulders. Step 3, make sure that your whirlwind duration is longer than the cooldown so that you could permanently keep the whirlwind up. Step 4, profit and fun. So it's kind of like how it works. Earth and sky up. There's the last one. So we get all 46, ladies and gentlemen. We get the whole. Now you'd obviously start pushing the dominate higher because every point in dominate gets like your overpower damage up, and that is kind of significant what we're looking at here. We are at 1,000 overpower, and you obviously want the overpower higher, which it is. Once I do this, then we're sitting at 3,500 overpower, right? So everything up. Torment 4, the broiler test, international heavyweight broiler test. Definitely not a build for bloodied stuff, right? This season, it kind of shows the disparity. So we have a very good build, right? We have 2 mythic items. We have our greater affixed here. We have this as 48%, 158 out of 60. We get the 146 out of 150, the 61 out of 75. You have the chance to hit twice. You get all your runes, all your glyphs legendaried up, correct? So all of this is working, right? We have 5 ranks in core skills, 7 ranks in core skills here. So actually, very good. Quite fantastic. However, like with all of these good things together, right? We're still just in the current climate an okay build. Which is kind of sad. You know that fresh meat? Let's teleport back to Karagar. Yeah? Are you going to do a Dance of Knives video? No, we're not going to do Dance of Knives. I have no interest in Rogue this season. There's just nothing good roguish happening. Okay, so we got the Godslayer Crown. Again, just for the people that just joined, why did we create this build to begin with? I wanted something that so effortlessly farms Infernal Hordes that it's like I just have a good time. Is there any decent no-click necro? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Bringing a leaderboard with necro, I was in the top 10, but that was like, you know, 4 days ago, and since then we haven't touched the necro. So obviously we're not going to be in the top 10 anymore. Yes. This is the farm you want to have. Probably this is the only reason I made this whole project, so I could do this. Now, this is a very shallow reason for this project, but I don't mind. I don't complain. I think my reasoning is valid. Are you doing? Oh, I'm very well. Thank you for asking. The Diablo times have been quite interesting. Making stupid stuff. I mean, this is definitely a fun farm build, fun Infernal Hordes build, fun everything. It's just not a bossing build or pit pushing. But I guess with our Infernal Horde farm reputation strategy, I guess I did everything exactly the way I should do. Well, chat, I think that's also going to end our session today because I wanted to put this here in video form. So that's what we're going to do now. Thank you very much for coming. I'm not sure what we're going to have tomorrow, so no promises what the session will hold, but we definitely have 2 or 3 more ideas to pull through. That was it for today, though, so I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet Druid stream. The planner is in the description. We will make a video where I explain everything how it works, but also temper the realizations of what the build not is, what you're not going to do with the build, right? Okay. Therefore, thank you very much for coming, watching, lurking, chatting. Hopefully, having a good day. I wish you a good evening, night, whatever you have. And I'll see you on YouTube. And if you haven't watched our video on Season 12 yet, that talks about that Season 12 is kind of pay to win, you should watch it right now. Until then, take care.